star of the show, hard-working Mr. Dynamite.
Now, with their own show.
You're jacking it to a guy in a wig.
Now, with their own show.
I thought I kind of sucked.
I get nervous.
It just filled me with a white-hot rage.
It's Than and Sam.
Activate new music browser.
He had a voice that could make a Wolverine purr.
Sam.
I'm a salesman, goddammit. I was born to sell.
And Than.
You're going to get me angry, Sam.
Put your hands up that you shoot with. Put your hands up that you shoot with. Put your hands up that you shoot with.
Now, Than and Sam.
We put this festival on you, bastards, with a lot of love. We work for 1 year for you, pigs. Are you want to break our walls down? Are you want to destroy it? Well, you go to hell.
Welcome to the Than and Sam Show.
Oh, yeah.
See how we save all our enthusiasm for our own stupid bullshit?
It's the Than and Sam Show coming at you live from New York XM Satellite Studios.
In case you have no interest in this program, we will be probably throwing it back to Vegas if something else crazy happens down there, backstage at the Traveling Virus Tour.
That's right. Than and Sam Show, big guest tonight. We may hear from radio shock jocks Opie and Anthony, as well as some of their comedian friends who are backstage in Las Vegas right now.
A lot of people have been having trouble getting them on their programs to comment on the Don Imus situation.
This whole situation's got the news, but Than and Sam got them, and if they can squeeze in some time on their busy Las Vegas Virus Tour date that they're at right now, then they will be saying hello to their friends Than and Sam.
Yes, and remember, as always, if you want to call in the Than and Sam Show, our phone number, special for the Than and Sam Show, is 866-YOW-19-OX. That's 866-YOW-19-OX.
It's the American spelling of Yao.
Yes.
North American.
Not as in Yao Ming.
Right.
Yes.
It could be different.
It's been a little while since our last Than and Sam Show.
Has it?
Yeah, I know it seems like the weeks have flown.
Has it been weeks?
It has. I believe our last show was February 24th, 07.
Okay, so that's like 2-3 weeks.
Yes.
Okay. I get concerned. No, it's more than 2-3 weeks, and I get concerned because I feel like that was the third show. This would be the fourth. And I'm hearing from a lot of people that they're at the point now where the Than and Sam Show has developed their own core audience. So there's the people who tune into XM202 to listen exclusively to Opie and Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
There's the people who listen exclusively to Ron and Fez.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the people who listen exclusively to Than and Sam. I mean, there's a lot of crossover there.
Oh,
but
yeah.
There's a big audience now that is just tuning in for the Than and Sam Show.
And that being said, there's a lot of people that get their news from their favorite radio program.
Because if it's all they listen to, it's all they listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people tune in to both Opie and Anthony and Ron and Fez to see what's going on in the world and, hear their take on it.
It's a daily show. It's easy.
Yes. So it's a good way to stay current. If there are people that are adhering to that strategy for the Than and Sam Show, we don't have time to get into everything that's happened since our last show, but we would just want to briefly cover some of the major highlights.
Just throw in a recap. What happened in the world? What was going on the last time we heard from your heroes, Than and Sam?
Yes. Just so the Iraq War was still in its third year.
So we're looking at the fourth.
We're now in the fourth year.
Simpler times, my friend.
Yeah.
Simpler times.
Gives you some perspective there. Martin Scorsese had not won an Oscar during the last Than and Sam Show.
It's a whole different... We're looking at a whole different era. Because you're walking around taking for granted every single day of your life. You wake up in the morning. You know who really should have gotten that Oscar all those years ago? Scorsese. And now you're waking up every morning saying, you know who's got an Oscar? Scorsese.
Yeah, it's a perspective shift.
Yeah. It's not the same place we're living in.
This might be too much for any one person to handle all at once.
People don't realize the difference a month and a half makes.
Back in those days, it was fine to refer to the Duke lacrosse players as rapists.
So they were still rapists then.
Allegedly.
Not anymore, my friend. Now they're just lacrosse players.
Yep. Just guys.
That's incredible.
They like to party a little too hard. There had only been one storm of 07.
Because we're looking at a couple now, and if the Than and Sam show had been a week from this weekend, there would have been another one. Because we got one coming up.
This one's interesting. The women of Rutgers University had not won an NCAA basketball championship.
Right, well, they have not. Right, that's still true today.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that would be something.
Oh.
They weren't in the finals, but no, they still are not NCAA champions.
That is correct.
That would
what
be
I have here.
Tennessee.
Okay. Rosie, go ahead.
Don Ho was still singing his heart out.
Yes, Don Ho was alive.
Yeah, he's dead now.
Rosie O'Donnell was pro-Asian.
Now she's strictly, I've heard, anti-Asian. That's what she's registered as.
Yes, in that league.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was never any mention of... Okay. Thanks, Travis. Sorry, I just got totally derailed.
Well, Anna Nicole Smith, America's Sweetheart, was still alive.
Yes.
I just realized that we were living in a simpler time. Because Anna Nicole Smith was still alive and kicking.
Yes. I believe for our last show, space was unconquered for the last Than and Sam show.
I think that's true, too. And now it's like those one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
That's going to go down in the history book.
Everybody knows it now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like every kid who's born practically knows that quote. And the last time we were on the air, you'd say that to somebody and they'd be like, what are you jive talking? I don't understand.
That's crazy.
You just blah, blah, blah. I mean, last time we touched these mics, there was still that huge wall in Berlin.
Get out of town.
It's down.
That's cause for good news.
There's no more Berlin Wall.
For rejoicing.
Are you kidding me? It's great. But it was not that way last time we were on the air.
So, this is a very important time to be tuning into the Than and Sam show if you get your news from this program, because we have a lot of ground to cover.
And that's something we're going to do on a more regular basis. So you can simply tune into our show, and we got you covered.
Now, if you haven't been listening, I'm going to throw some words out there that are going to sound confusing, but to everybody else, they make sense.
Yeah.
ThanandSam.com.
Right.
Now, what that is called a URL for a website on the Internet.
Than, I am getting my information from the last time we were on the air. I understand the Internet is something that you go to on the computer. But I do not have a house with a spare room in it that I can put a computer in so I can go to your little website. I'm sorry, Than. I can't visit your website. I don't have a guest computer room.
With the big reel-to-reel unit?
Where am I going to put it? I don't even know how to hook those things up. They're huge.
Amendment, then. Computers are much smaller than you're thinking of.
You're telling me somebody could just have a personal computer?
They could have one the size of, I don't know, their desk is...
Like they could just put it on a desktop?
Yes. That's what they call them.
What?
Sometimes the desk is too much, they go straight for the lap.
You're crazy.
Nope.
Now you're just making shit up for fun. Because I'm getting my information from the last time we were on, and computers were taking up my whole house.
It's a brave new world.
Well then, I guess I can just go to that internet all day long.
Another news flash. We can share fountains.
Everyone?
Yeah.
That's a little risky, actually.
No, there's no... And they've done studies and it doesn't... no risk involved.
At all?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, so a lot's happened since the Than and Sam show. And
fantastic.
Last time, and I'm pretty much up to date. Any other big stories?
We'll talk about them as we think of them.
Yeah. Something big that did happen this week, and actually did happen this week.
Yeah. Are we shifting to legitimate now?
Now we're going to legitimate news. Is of course, Don Imus was fired from both his TV and radio gigs.
I hadn't heard.
And if you don't know why, you really are only coming to the Than and Sam show for news.
Was it that boner-nosed Jew boy comment?
No, for some reason that one was high fives all around.
That one slid under the radar somehow.
Everybody celebrated that.
But
yeah, and I know it's sort of been talked to death.
Yeah.
But we would just like to chime in a little bit.
Well, I mean, honestly, it's something that is worth talking about for anybody who is in radio or wants to get involved in radio or has aspirations to be in the entertainment industry whatsoever. Anybody who wants to entertain for a living.
Or express themselves in any sort of public media.
Yeah, really. Needs to sort of be aware of what's going on.
I think even the blogosphere should be paying attention.
Yeah, really. I mean, if Don Imus can't get away with saying nappy-headed hoe on the radio, how does Perez Hilton get away with painting cum on celebrities' chins?
That is funny, though. I like when he does that.
Well, I mean, it's hilarious every time, but it doesn't seem... Sometimes they look so real, I can't tell.
What's your take?
Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious that it's totally unjust and almost frightening that they choose the racism fight that they're finally going to go after now full force, and they're going to go after Don Imus. You know what I mean? When he said what he said that got him fired, because what they're saying is those specific comments were the straw that broke the camel's back. And for that to be what gets him fired is completely disheartening. It's almost depressing that you go through somebody's 35-year radio career and him trying to sound kind of hip. But I mean, like he just found some slang words and threw them together. You didn't even know what he was talking about.
Yeah, it was just goofy.
Yeah, the whole reason it was funny, and you're not really allowed to say it was funny, but it's just because it's completely silly. Like, why would a white man of his age be saying nappy-headed hoe? It doesn't make sense. You just have to giggle because you're like, what's he even talking about?
Yes.
And I mean, they're really, like, for me anyway, when I kind of realized it was sort of, you couldn't even take it seriously as an argument when, you know, you watch all the news coverage, because he's all over the news, and you got the same talking heads going on all the different news channels. So you're flipping around, like I'm on MSNBC, and I see they have two guys arguing. They're both black guys, one pro-Imus, one anti-Imus. And they're going back and forth, you know, arguing. And I'm like, oh, they must have found two experts to talk about this. Mm-hmm. But then 2 days later, the same two are on Fox 5 New York and on Fox News. And you start to realize that they're traveling arguers. Like, there are people who, for a living, speak about controversies, whether they have an informed opinion or not. When something becomes an issue that everybody wants to talk about, there are certain people who that's what they do for a living. They cast blame on people and take a position of something, whether they know what they're talking about or not.
Yes.
And then you start to realize that when that's somebody's job, it's almost like you're obviously just throwing somebody under the bus because you got to.
Yeah. I mean, like, Sharpton and Jesse Jackson, obviously, their hypocrisy has been well documented. And and now Sharpton's apparently gotten death threats, and that just annoys me. A, obviously, the moral problem of threatening someone's life, but B, it just sort of, it creates more martyrdom for that whole camp, which is based solely on how people perceive them, you know? So it only adds more sympathy to somebody who needs to be examined unemotionally, I'd say.
Yeah, and I mean, this is obviously sort of, I think, as impactful, if not more so, but as impactful as the Janet Jackson Super Bowl thing in terms of how much media coverage is being thrown at it. And, I mean, the real problem with this is that whether you agreed or disagreed, Janet Jackson did show her breast, and it was at a time and on a medium that parents have a right to protect their kids from. You know what I mean? Like, if a parent doesn't want their kid to see a breast, then it's not right for a public network to show a breast on television on Sunday at whatever time of night. Yeah. Because they're not paying for it. And it's the Super Bowl. They're not expecting a breast. You could just say, well, just turn off the TV, just change the station, but you're too late. With Imus, if you don't want your kid to hear something offensive, you don't let them listen to Imus. My dad was listening to Imus throughout the whole time I'm growing up, And if my mom was in the car most of the time, she would say, I don't want to listen to this, because she knows Imus is a dick. He just makes fun of people. It's what he does. He's nasty.
Yeah.
And I mean, and everybody on NBC, you know what I mean, on all their networks, they were all saying that Imus was a legitimately unpleasant person to be around. But I mean, when you're that age and have that degree of success, if you can't walk around and just be a curmudgeon and just be a prick, then it's not a fireable offense. Like, he's almost earned the right to just be a dick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I hope that when I am at Don Imus's age, and if I've achieved the success that he has, that people will just realize, oh, yeah, he's a dick, he's completely unapproachable, but he's earned the right.
And the thing about the kids in the car, too, I mean, his show was not, it wasn't, I mean, there was that element throughout. The whole kids protection thing, I think it's just naive to think if kids will never be exposed to negative comments if certain radio show hosts are fired. I don't even see the value in minimizing. I mean, obviously the whole thing too is he didn't break any FCC rules.
Yeah. And the other thing is that I usually had serious conversations with, which are few and far between because I don't have many of them. But in terms of calling somebody a racist, I'll be the first to jump on a bandwagon and call somebody a racist if I think what they said was racist. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I went to school for sociology. You know, like I studied race and race relations, and I understand when something is racist and where it comes from. So half the time I'll side with Sharpton when most white people are saying, oh, come on, it was just something to say. And I'll say, no, that was actually racist, or that was coming from a place, or that was harmful because. But everything that has to do with race, it's not words. It's a matter of the power behind it, the symptom of where it's coming from, and who said it, why they said it, when they said it, and where they said it. And to have Don Imus just have a throwaway line that said nappy-headed hoe is not racist.
I couldn't agree more.
You know what I mean? It's just not.
And he wasn't speaking about all black people or all women or all black women.
He wasn't speaking about anyone, quite honestly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Using a phrase.
He doesn't care anything about the Rutgers basketball team. He just said it.
All right, let's hit the phones. Mike the Trucker, you are talking to Than and Sam on the Than and Sam radio show.
Hey, guys, love you.
Thanks.
Love your show.
That's not ours. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, well, hey, listen. I'm watching the TV tonight. CBS News.
Mm-hmm.
Revenue has moved on to another cause.
What's that?
CBS News showed a video tonight of the German Army, a sergeant training a recruit, firing a machine gun. The translation they said was, and I'll clean this up. Do I need to clean this up for radio?
You're on XM satellite radio. Go for it, Mike.
Okay. Just imagine you're firing on niggers in the Bronx. And Reverend Al has now challenged President George Bush to condemn that sergeant's conduct.
All right, cool. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, we saw that right before coming on.
I mean, you can't go to war with a country because their sergeant is racist. It's Germany, for God's sake. They've done worse.
Yeah, they should just be happy that, like, the kilns are still out of order. Like,
and I mean, you talk about the media jumping on it. I was listening to 1010 Wins on my way in, and of course the media takes this story and decides to find every uneducated black person they could to find out what the Bronx thinks of this. And so they find every uneducated black voice they can to say, I really think it's ignorant, and if any German could come to the Bronx and see that, then they might not, treat us how they should.
Don't you dare suggest the media was exploiting the denizens of the Bronx.
I mean, good golly, Miss Molly.
Yeah, I mean, there's no defense of that, but at the same time, this kind of goes back to everything. I mean, that's ridiculous, but it's also, I just totally spaced, but it's the policing, trying to police everything. Like, firing Imus does not make the world less racist and sexist.
And the main thing here is that to be racist is not what you're saying outwardly. It's what you're thinking inwardly, because what you're thinking inwardly is why you do the things you do. It's actions that are racist.
Yeah.
Not comments, unless you're motivating somebody, which Imus wasn't. But the more you can't say something like Than, if you're a racist, but you don't say one racist thing to me, you're still a racist, and you're still as much a threat as any other racist is.
Yes.
Because somewhere in your psyche, that's who you truly are as a person.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm probably just getting more worked up because I can't express myself.
So, I mean, to silence everybody.
This is hypothetical, by the way. I just need to clear that up real quick.
Or not.
Or not. I'd like to say
Who knows? That's the mystery of radio.
Yeah.
But, I mean, to silence somebody is just adding sort of that PC element, which is inherently almost racist itself, because you just can't say things.
Mm-hmm. Tony from Michigan. Go ahead, buddy. You're on the Than Sam Show.
Yeah, the thing about Don Imus and how you're saying that if you don't want your kids to listen to something, then, obviously you should change the station. But most kids are in school when Don Imus is on the radio, and the majority of population is older people anyway. So I don't know what the big ideal is to make this into a big thing as the media blowing it up and, nappy-headed hoe it's a saying. You go out in the streets and you hear people say, nappy-headed hoe, nigger, and all sorts of stuff.
All right, sorry, Tony, I have to totally cut you off, and we're going to completely change tracks. Let's cue up the canned laughter. What's going on? Pot up your mic, Travis.
We're waiting for them to go on stage.
Okay.
And that should be extremely momentarily.
All right. So I'm going to...
I guess that's...
Hang on.
Can you hear us? Like,
yeah.
We want to talk from behind the stage, man. We're interrupting your show, and we don't even care.
Good music.
Can you hear us?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, hi.
All right, hey, guys. We're about to go on stage. Intermission's just about over. We're here in Vegas, obviously, at the Joint, Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. What a schizo show for you guys. You're doing your thing, talking serious, then you throw it to us, and we're just a bunch of dopes having fun in Vegas.
Are Than and Sam rolling their eyes like, oh, we can't even do our fucking show?
It was our big fucking
These
moment.
Two idiots.
We're going down a spiral staircase.
Oh, this thing is dangerous.
And heading toward the backstage area.
I feel like I'm on Hunt for Red October.
Yeah, I feel like
it's like a submarine stairway here. Ugh.
Anyway, so far the show's been great, Ant.
Oh, hell yeah. Had a lot of fun backstage, too.
Getting rave reviews. I know, we should actually have some kind of closed-circuit TV and just broadcast what's going on backstage. And in some ways, that's even funnier than what's going on the stage. Because
more hostility between the comics and us and everyone else.
It's funny because whoever's on stage, we can see him through this TV, and we're all just sitting around leather couches just beating up the person that's trying to do their set.
Now it's our turn to get beat up because we're going to be on the TV, and they're all going to make fun of us.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, oh, crap. No, it
sucks.
Everyone was scared to leave the room. Like, people were just mingling, going, I know as soon as I leave, they're going to beat the crap out of me.
They're going to start making fun of us.
But is the second half of the show about to start?
Kenny's getting all ready to introduce us, give us the big intro. And then we go out, and what are we going to do? You got any idea?
I was thinking maybe you do some Imus, and I'll just sit there and ride your coattails.
All right. That's cool. Why not?
No, I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. We'll say hi to the XM audience.
We wing it.
We'll wing it. You kidding me? We brought like 20 videos with us, so we're like, hey, take a look at the video.
Oh, is that what we're going to do?
Yeah.
Cool.
Here's the animation right now. Okay.
3 minutes.
They're playing something called Corporate Email. I believe it's, is that one up on our websites? Oh, okay. The one thing we should tell people that during this tour this summer, we're going to be using a lot of the fans' videos in between comedians.
They're submissions, animations. They take audio from the show and then animate it with Flash. And we're playing that up on the screen right now.
Yeah.
And this was the bit when, if you remember, we were not invited to Company Appreciation Day, Employee Appreciation Day at XM headquarters in D.C. So we fired off a letter to them, very angry about that. And it's a whole animation based on that email.
Hey, we got Patrice O'Neill. How'd it feel out there?
It felt very well.
You got rave reviews upstairs.
Yep.
They were very nice. I gave them less than they deserved. I hate them so much that I got to learn to love them.
How is it to just look out at that sea of them and have to entertain them?
You know, it's a lot of love, and it's like a weird thing because you know how your self-esteem will fuck your whole mind up.
Right.
Where crazy retarded white people love you that much, you have to kind of just self-destruct and go, this is not good for me as a person.
Yeah.
But you go, they're good, man. They give you that love, and you just got to give them like 15 minutes of horse shit. That's all they want.
Horse shit.
You know, everyone upstairs was shocked. They're like, did Patrice actually go short?
This is the only, if I do enough of these tours, I will never go over my time again.
See? Keep it short and sweet.
This is the type of thing, you look down at that clock ticking, and you go, okay, see, silence for the audience I like that come to see me, it's like they know that there's a lot of silence and a lot of talking.
Right.
These motherfuckers, when these people are silent, I get nervous. I go, I better pull a magical dick out of my pocket really quick with sparkles, because silence sometimes for them, but they're so good, their silence was good. This is
cool.
I would say, other than the PNC that year, this is good. This is
good
the best
crowd.
one. Best, just all around good people.
Well, these fans aren't jaded yet. They haven't seen us 100 times. This is the first time they're seeing us live because we've never been out west.
I was saying that last night. We're used to going to the parties in New York or appearances, and you see the same people over and over again. We were going through the casino last night, and like girls and people are coming up going like, oh my God, can I take your picture? Oh, I'm a huge fan.
How did Neo even get here?
Oh, Neo? I don't know. Who's fucking flying carpet or some shit.
When did he start his journey 6 months ago?
They put him in one of those fucking legs eggs that the stockings come in and fucking toss them.
I think we're about ready to go on. Patrice, great set.
Oh, yeah, great job, man.
All right. We're moving closer to the stage here. By the way, they're enjoying the video we're playing at, the corporate email video.
Yes. This is very funny.
This is also based on the fact that with XM, everybody in the company decides to like send a mass email to everybody in programming like, hey, I brought cookies in today. Come on by my cubicle and grab one.
Oh, it's a pain in the ass. Yeah, my tire went flat in the parking lot. Can someone help me with a jack?
Right, so it's a kind of a takeoff on that. 30 seconds. All right, we're moving back.
We're going to have to give these mics away and get new ones.
What are we going to do? Switch mics now there? All right. All right, bear with us. We're about to go on stage. All right, we're going to give up these mics, grab the other ones, and they'll be able to hear us.
All right, cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's give a warm Las Vegas welcome to my friends, the stars of the show, Opie and Anthony.
Kenny lost his voice. What's up, Las Vegas?
Yeah, there they are.
A standing O, look at this.
What's up, man? Oh, yeah, they're having a good time.
What's up, yo? Look at this, Anthony. A standing O in Vegas.
How we doing, Vegas? Bravo, man.
Where are the nappy-headed hoes? Where are the nappy-headed hoes? Come on, where are you? We can still say that on the radio, right? You guys enjoying the show so far? You guys have been an unbelievable crowd. We were just talking about that backstage.
Yeah, man, thanks for showing up. Guys, we were a little leery about coming out west. It's really our first time venturing this far out west, and you guys have been fantastic. Unbelievable, man.
Anthony, speaking of which, want to give some props to the pests out west. The POWs in the house. I didn't think we'd ever meet them live. It's pretty cool walking around the casino and meeting these guys.
They're a loud-ass crowd. I want to find out which message board person called me an asshole, though. Which?
That guy right
you
there.
Motherfuckers. I know. They smile at you and shake your hand, and I love the show. And then meanwhile, they're back home. Asshole. You're ugly, and you're fucking...
Yeah, right.
It's like, what I do to you?
Hey, these guys are a little too close on the stage, I'm thinking. Are you guys behaving? Everything's good?
I saw something that almost looked like a fight with Bob Kelly. So who was mouthing off to Bob?
I think they got rid of him. Which guy? He's gone? What happened to your voice, Kenny?
Kenny, you are shot.
I know. All of a sudden, I don't know what happened.
He's in Vegas. He wants to talk like he's part of the mafia.
I don't know. It was Bozzini. Bozzini the whole time.
Hey, we
Godfather. That guy's a fucking mush, too. I was playing cards, and Keith, who seems to be good luck, Keith the cop, he was sitting by me, and I'm winning, I'm doing great. And then Keith went to go get something to eat and says, Kenny's going to sit with you. Like, I need a fucking babysitter, first of all. But Kenny sat with me, and I said, if I lose 2 hands in a row, you got to leave. And I got 2 of the worst fucking hands and sent him away, and he had to actually walk away. I wanted to send him into the fucking bathroom. Get in the bathroom, you fucking mush.
All right, there's Club Soda Kenny. Hey, we did a commercial for XM Satellite Radio, and then I think the company ran out of money, so you guys never saw it. So we want to show it real fast, and we also have some outtakes. But first, here's the XM commercial.
Pair, Anthony.
With cute Jimmy.
Pants. Shoes. From here to here, Anthony. A lovely pair.
Yeah, I know, but this doesn't play on the radio.
Hey, idiots. Hey, idiots. You can say whatever you want now. You're on XM, remember?
She had a monster set of
The Opie and Anthony Show, live and uncut on XM. The perfect holiday gift.
I guess we're going to go right into the outtakes, too?
Yeah, we didn't get it in one take.
A lovely pair. Pair of pants.
No.
Shoes. From here to here, a lovely pair.
Yeah, this doesn't play on the radio.
From here to here, Anthony, a lovely pair, you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I'll answer your question before you even give it to me. How about I do that? Douchebag.
Hey, idiots. There's no rules here, remember? This is XM.
Oh, wow. Oh, well.
Don't beat yourself up, it happens. There's no rules here, you silly geese. This is XM.
Oh, good point.
Good fucking point.
What's the matter with you guys? Right there, stop. Should I go there or should I stop there?
Holy fucking Ralph Cramden.
And action.
Hey guys, you can say whatever you want now. You're on XM Satellite Radio.
Hey idiots, you can say whatever you want. You're on... Fuck. Hey guys, you can say whatever you want. This is XM Satellite Radio.
You know, I don't want to upset you, but this is XM Satellite Radio.
Kiss. Hey guys, we're on satellite radio. And you can say whatever you want.
Did you know it takes more muscles to frown than it does to say cunt on satellite radio?
Dude, you can say whatever you want. You're on satellite radio.
How do you know?
Because I'm fat like a planet?
Ramon! Bring these bags of shit an acting lesson!
Oh, Shannon. You fucking did that on purpose to confuse me. Well, shit, a monster set of tits.
Mr. Faversham, we can't talk about tits, can't talk about tits.
She had a monster set of tits.
Did she?
Jugs, tatas, fun bags, cans, hooters, honkers, wazoos, gazongas.
At the end.
Yeah, only because kids is not that far.
Utter frustration.
Love warts.
Ew.
What the hell's wrong with you? She had, let me tell you what she had. A monster set of tits.
There you have it. You guys ready for more comedy or what, huh? On the way, Joe Rogan and Jimmy Norton
But first, let's hear it for Frank Caliendo.
Frank.
All right.
Those were our pals. O&A. We got him. You couldn't.
That was, yeah.
Thanks for calling in, Ope.
Yep. Live in Las Vegas. We got the latest on everything they had to say about the state of radio today. We're going to be back. Maybe we'll hear more from Vegas. We'll let you know. It is the Than and Sam Show.
The Than and Sam Show. The Than and Sam Show.
We are back with the Than and Sam Show.
Oh, yeah, right back at you.
That's nice.
The Than and Sam Show.
We're very excited to be back. Maybe we'll hear more from O&A later, but for right now, it's a Than and Sam Show.
Isn't it always?
It's our world, really. I know you said you brought something in for the show today.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I found a little bit of audio, and let's tease him. Go ahead and play it.
You got it.
I eat asshole. No, I don't think that's
not what you wanted to play?
That's not what I wanted to play. Tony is here. Of course, everybody remembers our favorite XM202 intern, Tony, who always manages to create a train wreck anytime he steps in the studio. Definitely the most hated part of the Than and Sam Show. But no, that's not what I brought in.
My mistake. Wrong button.
We mean you and me.
Turn it off.
A family.
Just turn it off. Just turn it off. That's not what I brought in either.
I like that I get to push the buttons.
Well, I don't like that because we already established that I don't just play. I brought in audio.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday comes again.
Can we go one more time for the folks at home?
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's go.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday comes again.
Oh, it's just the best.
That's tight.
We'll talk a little more about that and who it is a little later. I gotta get into some of these news stories that I've been reading, and they just been making me laugh. I forget what it was about. I was pissed off about something earlier today.
Yep.
And I couldn't stay pissed off because as I was reading these articles to talk about today, I was laughing. And who's laughing when they're pissed off?
Nobody.
You're a damn fool if you aren't a hypocrite.
I think the only people who do that are people that have just stated that they're trying to take over the world.
Oh.
Like that angry maniacal laughter.
Yeah, it wasn't maniacal, it was just giggling.
Oh, so you just switched completely to happiness.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And it's because of this. Well, the first one, it's a story that I found last month or something. It's, you know the golfer Fuzzy Zoeller?
Yes, I do.
Well, a little while ago, and this is an old news story, trust me, this isn't the hot topics I'm talking about today. But Fuzzy Zoeller filed a lawsuit a while back over the vandalizing of his Wikipedia page. It recently described him, or somewhat recently at this point, described him as a former wife and child abuser who was hooked on alcohol and prescription drugs.
Nice.
Yeah, according to Zeller here, it says his Wikipedia profile was altered in late December. He notes that his Wikipedia page now, or at that point, included his alleged admission to, quote, polishing off a fifth of Jack after popping a handful of Vicodin pills. The page went on to claim that Zeller also acknowledged the violent nature of his disease and how he had beaten his wife and 4 children while under the influence of alcohol and drugs. So he basically said that the statements were false and defamatory and have damaged his reputation and caused mental anguish and loss of income. So what is that? He's on the course trying to putt, and all he can think about is the fact that he just polished off a fifth, and somebody knows about it.
Yeah, his income is based entirely upon his ability to win golf.
Yeah,
that's it.
Well, that's why he can't be taking 56 Vicodin pills before he jumps on the course and having people know about it. But
you think that's real?
It's Wikipedia. I mean, that's what it leads me to the point. do you really read things on Wikipedia, and would you write them in a report? Like, do you think if anybody had a paper, they could cite Wikipedia and not... Like if you remember, earlier this week on the Opie and Anthony show, we had a complete debacle when David Duchovny stopped by because Roland got his information from Wikipedia and IMDb and stuff that any user can just go on and change.
Yeah.
I mean...
Do you just need a login? I don't even know how it works.
Yeah, sometimes you need a login, sometimes you don't. Like for a while back, the Opie and Anthony Wikipedia profile was changing on a daily basis.
There was a huge war going on.
Yeah. Sinbad, the comedian, has been announced dead at least 6 or 7 times. Sinbad. Somebody just looks up Sinbad on the internet, and it says, edit this entry. And, okay, he's dead.
If only God were writing that Wikipedia.
And now he's suing, and there's more people suing over people fucking around with them on internet sites. In Pennsylvania, a principal of a high school is suing 4 of his former students because these former students started making up phony profiles about him on MySpace.
I'm a little concerned whether or not we should fully get into this story.
How much time we got?
Less than 2 minutes.
We got some guests?
We do.
What kind of guests?
Guests that are currently in Las Vegas.
Famous radio show host guests?
Yes, and also Rich Voss.
Just Voss.
Just Voss.
Just Voss. All right, well, we got to find out. Well, this is what we're talking about, though. We're talking about people who just fuck around on the internet, who tell jokes. We need the comedian's perspective. We need to talk to somebody who's in the joke industry and can really give us the skinny. These are stories, and the story I'm about to get into on MySpace, that are heating up all the local news and cable news networks. They can't get Rich Voss.
No.
They're trying to, and they can't get a hold of him.
But the Than and Sam show can get Rich Voss at 1:15 in the morning.
Our claws are deep, my friend.
Whenever we want. We are hooked up in this business.
We know people who do things.
Yeah. Do we have a rough ETA on him, or what's...
Yeah, whenever Wait.
What we got, Travis?
Hang on.
He looks like he's making a number 2 over there.
Wait.
Yeah.
Am I on?
You got it.
Rich. It's all. The floor is yours. Take over.
You know, first of all, you guys have been killing all night. I haven't heard, but I haven't listened, but that's what the rumor going around is that you guys are just killing.
We've been fabulous.
And let me tell you, we're about to wrap this show up. Everybody's destroying here. It's unbelievable. Patrice and I got a standing O, mainly Patrice, and I just walked out, so I counted it as part of my standing O. Patrice killed, Bobby killed, everybody's killed. We're about to wrap it up. We got some other... Patrice, what do you got to say? Did you have fun out there? Did you have a good time?
I was very, I was telling them I was very surprised that, how you get ready for war, but you really didn't have to be in one. This was as close to a regular bunch of people ever. They were very regular, meaning... oh shit, you could do a little comedy. Because Frank's killing, and I'm thinking oh man, but they're just into everybody, man. So maybe that'll be a lesson for the rest of these fucking maniacs all over the country.
Well, here's some other show days, and here's the thing. They're paying good money. They really do want to see the show. I mean, all these great comics.
Right.
There was a couple, but no one's doing bad. We got shows coming up. We got Jones. You know what? Let somebody else read them. I don't want to slobber through this. Here,
Jesus,
Bonnie.
you low self-esteem motherfucker.
Here, you want me to...
Go somewhere and get some fist exercises. Give it to... Reading. All right, this is it. So the next one is Jones Beach? Yep. Okay, so June 16th, we're going to be in Jones Beach Amphitheater in Waughton, New York. Oh, Jesus.
Maybe I better do it, Patrice.
So Jones Beach Amphitheater in Waughton, New York. That's June 16th.
All right, just say what are you going to give the street and everything?
That's what it says, fuckface.
Oh.
June 30th.
That's my birthday.
June 30th is Uncastleville, Connecticut. Mohegan
It's Unkinville.
No, it says Uncastleville. I'm telling you. It's you fucking read it.
Hold on. All right.
Battle of the dummies over here. Jesus.
Who's the dummy? You're pregnant by Rich.
Mohegan Sun, June 30th. Tweeter Center, Mansfield, Massachusetts. It's July 21st, that one. On August 4th, the DTE Energy Pavilion in Detroit, Michigan. The Nissan Pavilion is next, August 18th, Bristow, Virginia.
This is so uncomfortable.
PNC Bank Arts Center, somewhere in New Jersey, August 25th. Homedale. And the Tweeter Center, Camden, New Jersey, September 15th. Well, it's good. Some shows are got more people than others, but
it's going to be your favorite O&A regulars, special guests, and let me tell you, this kickoff show was we couldn't have done this.
Seven more
shows. This was a great place to kick it off. It was a great time. I'm telling you, this was an event that I will never forget after tomorrow.
Are we supposed to read the people that's going to be at each one or no?
No, it's not the SATs.
I'm just saying, Bob Saget. Okay, put it this way: some of the people who aren't here, that's going to be on some of the other ones. Bob Saget, Stephen Lynch, Louis C.K., Caliendo's on a few of them. Carlos Mencia is going to be there. Anyone that Joe Rogan's not on, Carlos Mencia will be there. So, Caliendo's on all of them. And then you got Saget, and then that's it. Nobody else, no special guests.
They have negotiations with other comics, too.
Oh, is open negotiations?
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like, it's about the same cast of characters, except for like a little Louis C.K.'s in there, Frank Caliendo, and a little Bob Saget and a little Carlos Well, can't say the C word here, but, we call him CM while Joe's here. We call him CM when Joe is here, he's CM. When Joe's not here, it's that old crazy my mind. What's in my mind?
Other people? No.
Oh, shit, no. Don't do that.
I didn't do it.
But, all right, so wrap it up.
Well, listen,
Rap boy.
How much fun do we have? We got to go.
Scale of 1 to 10.
Anything, Don, you need any information?
Anything else?
Just like some special ending?
Oh, no! He's puking.
It's the baby bird. Oh, shit.
Oh, he's puking.
I can't watch this dirty shit. Ow! Just throw it. Turn your head.
Look, Bobby, watch.
Turn your head. Don't look at it. What the hell is wrong with her? Don't look at it. Oh. Don't.
You gotta see it.
I can't look at that baby bird.
You gotta see
Don't
it.
look at it. Why are you looking at it?
Look, that's all puke on the guy's head. Wait.
Oh, fuck me, man.
We're watching the eggnog challenge.
That would I would die.
How is the other guy doing?
I would just die.
Oh, shit, Bonnie just delivered.
All right, hey, yo, man, we'll see you at some of these shows, man. Next one is June 18th at Jones Beach, June 18th, man, at the amphitheater, man. So, anyway, we'll see you, man, on all these dates, and thanks a lot for coming to the shows.
Rick Fox, Amazon.com.
Well, thanks, Voss, for giving us your opinion on that issue. Of course, I'm only kidding. The Opie and Anthony Traveling Virus Tour is coming across the country this summer. That was Voss from Las Vegas backstage at the Traveling Virus Tour.
Yes. Awesome. That just to quickly wrap that up, I'm not sure if the plugs quite got out there correctly, but just a real quick refresher that the tour is going to be in Jones Beach, June 16th, Mohegan Sun, the 30th of June, Tweeter Center in Mansfield near Boston, July 21st, the D.C. area, the Nissan Pavilion, August 18th, PNC in Jersey, August 25th, and the Tweeter Center in Camden, September 15th. Go to opieandanthony.com to get all your needs.
It's going to be a hell of a show
in that regard.
Every time out.
I apologize for interrupting, Sam.
Hey, when you got big celebrities, you got big celebrities. What the hell are you going to do?
Yes, we were talking about the
fucking around online and how people are trying to sue other people for it.
The ease with which you can completely slander somebody using the internet.
We were basically saying that a few months ago, Fuzzy Zeller was suing some guy for changing his Wikipedia to say that he was admitting to polishing off a fifth of Jack after popping a handful of Vicodin pills, and then going on to say that he also acknowledged the violent nature of his disease and how he had beaten his wife and 4 children while under the influence of alcohol and drugs. That was a few months ago.
That paragraph has since been copied and pasted into the Wikipedia entry for Tony the Intern.
Yeah.
And he is not complaining.
No, he's just happy to be there.
Yeah. It's more or less exactly accurate.
But so now this guy, a principal of a Pennsylvania high school, Eric Trosh, I believe is how you pronounce his name.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, Eric Trosh is suing 4 ex-students because they put up fake MySpace profiles that described him as, quote, is a boozing, MILF-chasing swinger who thought sex with students should only be legal if you kill them in the process. I mean, should only be illegal. Oh, should be legal unless you kill them in the process.
Okay.
He's the principal of Hermitage Middle School and claims that the online postings damaged his reputation and left him embarrassed and humiliated. The profiles portray him as a pornography enthusiast who enjoys urinating in women's mouths and considers Michael Jackson to be his hero.
Oh.
I mean, first of all, I understand that maybe you're a little humiliated because the kids are going to make fun of you, but I don't think anybody actually logs on to MySpace and says, wait a minute, this is the principal of my son's school, and his interest is, quote, the dick. Leave it to thesmokinggun.com to have some screen caps of the various profiles that they put up, and it really does say interest, Eric's interest, general interest, just the dick. That's his one interest.
Nice. Interest, rape.
His quote is, I hate this school because I'm one big mofo.
I love teenagers.
One of the other profiles is his musical interests. Anything emo and that rap. I made my own rap. Here it is. I'm Big E.T. You can beat me. You can't beat me. I'm from the hood and misunderstood. I'm big and tall. The harder you hit me, the harder I fall. I act big in my white tee. I rock hard in my white tee. Me and my boy Chris don't dance. We just pull up our pants and do the rock away. 'Cause N-word, you don't know me. Favorite movies are Debbie Does Dallas 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Of course.
And you just have to take a joke, sir.
Here's the other profile, general interest. I like meeting women, fucking them, coming on their face and pissing in their mouth. I would like to rail some of my students in the ass with my 5-inch dick. Not mentioning any names. That's what it says in parentheses.
That's nice.
Sex with students should not be a crime. Only if you kill them in the process. And then he goes on to say, movies. I like chick flicks and porno movies. They get me going. Like, these are things that couldn't possibly be taken seriously by anyone. Does anybody actually go to MySpace? I get MySpace profiles from this same girl. I mean, MySpace messages from this same girl every day who, for some reason or another, is insistent on giving me nude pictures of herself if I click the link.
Yeah, I get those, too.
Really? Probably a different girl. Mine's Anna.
Oh, that's mine.
Wow.
Yeah, it might be just unsolicited spam messages.
Or the people, you could always tell the people who actually clicked on those links, because now all my friends want to email me and tell me how I can get free Gucci bags and iPhones.
That was very nice of them.
I could have believed that there were that many iPhones to be given away in advance.
The most embarrassing thing about those fake MySpace profiles for me is when I recognize the amateur pornography site they took pictures from as cover.
So you're saying, that's not Anna?
Yeah, that's fucking Dirty Kate. I know her. Do not try to pull the wool over my eyes. Yeah, I'm no asshole.
That's actually pretty funny. I've never actually been able to. My tip-off point is anybody whose profile quote is single once again. means it's not. Like, I've gone through profile requests from hot chicks, and I click on them, and there's 4 different profiles that all have the exact same quote, single at last.
Yeah, because obviously the chick that just broke up with somebody is raring for some new cock.
Yeah, and then every single one of them in the About Me section, click this link, I got some nude pics and videos.
Yeah, it's so weird how it's not on MySpace.
We can all be friends and look at me nude.
I saw one today which pretty much sealed its fakeness. You know how a lot of people have pictures in the background of their MySpace page, they've used the HTML or whatever?
Yeah.
Apparently, this lady had something to say on the back of her page, and it was photo bucket bandwidth exceeded.
Why are you even using photo bucket at this point? Like, if you're trying to traffic that much in spam, or now it's like you get just this profile has been deleted as 4 of the 6 friend requests that you just got. How you'd think you could be a little more subtle than to before you can even get those pending requests out, your profile's already done.
Yes.
Just do one really good one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to do 100 shitty ones that just are going to get caught?
Yes. And honestly, in the number of pretty women that just sent out pictures, like, legitimate of their ass.
Yeah. I don't know you.
Because women have such a hard time getting random people on MySpace to message them. So
yeah.
I'm going to really sex it up a little.
What I've noticed, though, on MySpace is the hotter you are, the more average looking of a guy you're looking for on MySpace. I was just looking at your picture. Hey, not Sam. I saw that you have a picture of you with a microphone standing next to Vince McMahon from WWE. I'm a hot chick who takes naked pictures of herself on the internet, and I thought we would have a lot in common. Do you want to date?
Yeah.
I could give you a free iPhone.
Or in their interests, or who would like to meet. Oh, anybody. They don't have to be good looking, just as long as they're nice.
Yeah. What? Well, I'm not nice. Now stop emailing me. It's frustrating because you get to a point where something's so like MySpace was pretty cool for a while. Like you go on, but it's just anything that's that cool, people just spoil it. Like you can't click any links, you can't do anything. Like without realizing, don't put your. I can't even. When I'm logging into MySpace half the time, I'm paranoid. Because I'm like, wait a minute, was that really MySpace? Because people now make the fake MySpace-looking page for you to log into.
Yep.
Like you have to change your password every 5 days because otherwise you're offering free Fendi shoes to everybody who's on your stupid friends list. Like I remember like 2 days ago, this one chick I haven't spoken to since high school, and she messaged me on MySpace. I was like, man, what's she got to say?
Yeah. They're hoping just for your ego's sake. It's like, I've been thinking about you.
Look.
We didn't date, but we should have.
We didn't talk a lot in high school, but I found you on MySpace here, and I wanted to let you know I have this opportunity to get an iPod Nano, and you have it too. Congratulations. Just click the link. Plus, there's naked pictures of me all over the place. Just click.
Let's go to Matt in New Jersey. Go ahead, Matt, Than and Sam Show.
Dan, did you just say you like teenagers?
I realized as soon as it came out of my mouth that might be misconstrued.
All right, you guys rock.
Thanks, Matt. What I was basically saying was that I enjoy that juvenile sense of humor, and that they would take the time to put under interest general the dick.
The dick.
I appreciate that sort, like the kind of people that scrawl nonsensical things on bathroom stalls, like precious eggs. That was all over my high school's toilets. I don't know what it means. It would say precious eggs or suck also.
It was probably a gang in your high school, but since your high school was very much a white-oriented high school, Precious Eggs was the toughest name they could think of.
Yes.
I just had something and it left.
Oh, no.
But that rarely happens to me. I'm usually on fire like this.
Yes.
But, that's what it was. I lost it again. I'm on fire. Take Jake.
Jake. This might help rekindle the fire. Jake from Massachusetts, you're on the Than and Sam Show. Go ahead.
Yo, what's up, boys? I just want to tell you guys are doing a fucking unbelievable job on O&A. You guys are doing a fucking phenomenal job by yourselves. Guys, keep it up. I don't care what anybody says. You guys are the fucking shit. I'm just going to let you guys know. Keep it up. You guys are doing a fucking great job, and take care.
Thanks, Jake.
I got it back, baby.
I saw you writing.
I'm writing it down.
You just needed somebody to tell you were special.
I do.
And you had your thoughts right back.
Sometimes I need a compliment, and I went to school in Syracuse, you know.
Is this your point?
Yeah.
Okay.
And And we had a big scandalous story because somebody started a group on the Facebook, you know, the college MySpace thing. It's actually getting pretty popular now that MySpace is getting all spammed up. But somebody started a group about how much one teacher sucks.
Yes.
And, like, this teacher took it so personally that, like, they're insisting that the Facebook group gets deleted and that these kids are not in her class anymore.
Oh, just for the record.
Like, how could you be punished for that? That has nothing to do with the class.
No.
That's like...
Oh, wait, she kicked people out of her class or something?
Because they were in a group that say, Miss Hasselbeck is a ninny. It seriously, like, it wasn't even offensive.
Was that lame?
Yeah. It was a stupid Facebook group, and they're kicking people out. Like, the whole reason to be on the internet is to either fuck with people or get fucked with.
Okay.
It's the new version of Carnies and Rubes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It's anonymous pranking.
Either you know what you're doing or you don't. When I was a freshman in college, that was back when AIM was still, you could warn people. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing better than warning people on AIM.
That's a great
and
bit.
For that sole reason, I had 15 to 20 different AIM names. And for a while, like, one of them was, it was just stuff that had nothing to do with anything, so it couldn't be me. One of my AIM name was Captain Cool Steve. My favorite fake AIM name that I had was Hagar Fan 55. And I just be aiming.
There are not 55 fans of Hagar.
Because I was thinking of the song I Can't Drive 55.
Oh, nice.
but like, and so
I was thinking of the comic. Sorry.
Yeah. No, Sammy Hagar, baby. Van Hagar.
Not Hagar the Horrible.
No. And so I IM'd this kid once in college.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just IMing him and hitting him and warning him and got him convinced that it's somebody else every time. I finally got this one kid up to 100. And this kid was very techno-savvy. He built computers.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of those kids who just bought parts at computer shows and built them for people. And he's like, oh, dude, you got me up to 100%. I was like, yeah, dude, I was just LOLing. Just restart your AIM. Just sign off and then sign back on. Okay, cool. And so I get a phone call from him 10 minutes later. Oh, I can't sign back on! Because little does he know, the only thing warning does is if you get to 100%, you can't sign on for 24 hours. So it almost never works that you can actually use that properly.
How did that feature last longer than 3 days?
I don't know. And I remember I downloaded another AIM client, not realizing that tech people were actually nice to each other, because there was no warning people with this AIM client.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went on the message boards, like the support boards. How do you warn people? And, like, I got all these messages back. Well, why would you want to warn people anyway? It's stupid. It's just mean. Don't warn people. Warnings for... And I was like, dude, what else am I going to do with AIM?
Homework?
Yeah, what am I going to contact people and not warn them? Nobody would talk to me after the first 3 weeks of college on Instant Messenger.
I don't blame them.
They just got warned for no reason.
Roll the dice again. Talk to Liam in New Jersey. Go ahead. You're on the Than and Sam Show.
What's going on, guys?
How's it going, Liam?
Wheelchair Liam. Go ahead, buddy.
Not much, man. I just want to say, first of all, I'm just happy that I made it through the most unbelievably complicated phone number of all time off the pad data.
Yeah, that would be 866-YOW-19-OX. Go ahead, Liam.
It's our number.
Yeah, it's very convenient to try to dial.
Mm-hmm.
And, I don't even know why I'm calling right now, but...
Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah, I'm enjoying myself.
Awesome, we are too!
Nice, thank you, Liam. Thanks for checking in.
But yeah, I mean, I don't even know. And people still to this day go on websites like MySpace thinking they're going to meet somebody. My sister, I think, once met a boyfriend on MySpace.
Really?
How can you take that seriously? And it was actually like the real guy in the picture when she met him.
What the?
He turned out not to be as cool as his MySpace profile let on. It didn't last long.
Interest being a super boyfriend.
No, his interest was the dick.
Well, that might have been the problem there.
It didn't work out in the end. But apparently there are still real people on MySpace, too.
Fantastic. We have all kinds of crazy shit to get to, if I could say that. It's a very exciting time to be us and to be you. It's the Than and Sam Show.
The Than and Sam Show. Radio for gays and straights. The Than and Sam Show.
We're back with the Than and Sam show.
Oh, yeah.
I like how you mix that up every time.
I got to keep the people on their toes and not let them know what to expect.
That's very good of you. Let's keep going to the phones. Basically, we don't want you to weigh in on our topic. Just give us thumbs up or thumbs down.
Yeah. Gladiator style.
Note the sarcasm there. Tim from Boston, you're on the Than and Sam show.
I'm just calling to let you guys know that you suck.
Oh, come on. Give us a chance.
Also, I'm neither drunk nor high.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
What don't you enjoy about the program?
Frunkus.
We didn't do that.
Yeah. That was one of the worst. You guys suck. It was uninspired.
Well, I think what it was is he was on hold for a while.
Oh, we lost some of his...
He was like, you guys suck. And then we started not sucking. And he was like, oh, my God.
Now I look like an asshole.
I'm on hold for a radio show.
Yeah, that was...
This is the big time.
There was no anger. Like, I'm sure when he thought it was time to dial the phone, we were saying something that was just like, I have to pick up the phone and get in these guys' faces. And then you guys suck. Frunkus. The Frunkus was even uninspired.
We do suck, though.
That's no way to talk about ourselves. I hope James in Colorado disagrees. See, I'm doing the thumbs up, thumbs down thing. James, go ahead.
We don't know what they're going to say.
Hey,
either.
what's up, guys? I just wanted to say you guys kick ass, and if you can't figure out the phone number, it's douchebag.
That's
Thank you. Thank you, James. And a positive Frunkus.
There we go. I love this Frunkus stuff, man.
Yes, if you can't figure out 866-YOW-19-OX,
then you shouldn't be listening.
That's YOW-19-OX. I mean, they've got to spell something. We don't make up the phone numbers.
No.
We just want it to spell something cool. Lucky on Staten Island. Go ahead. You're talking to Than Sam.
Hate this show, guys.
Hey, come on, Lucky.
I have to do it. O&A got to love you, love the show. It's got to be the opposite for you guys, man.
Okay, he just wants to mix the bit up.
You're crazy,
exactly,
man.
A little bit,
I like you, but you're crazy.
All right, Lucky, why'd you call us?
I just want to thank you guys for keeping me up while I'm driving home from seeing my chick, man. I'm driving from Long Island all the way back to Staten Island, so...
Nice. From classy to awesome.
Well, I don't know about that. You got awesome to maybe like the dump, but hey, whatever works for you,
All right, thanks for calling in, Lucky.
You guys are doing a great job.
Fantastic.
Thanks, buddy. All right, see?
Should we continue to keep Lucky awake and move on to our next segment?
Let's keep the magic going. One of my favorite segments.
Hit the music! It's time for Sam's Top 10 of the Week!
This is so bad.
Oh, yeah, baby. All right, fade it down, baby.
Did Travis hit the right button?
Yes, that's the theme music for Sam's Top 10 of the Week.
Dreamgirls.
And this week's Top 10, the Top 10 sodas that are no longer produced, Than.
Wow.
We get these Top 10 lists from the Internet's best sources. Coming in at number 10, and we go backwards from worst to best.
Okay.
Coming in at number 10, it's a twofer. This isn't 9 and 10. It's a double shot.
Okay.
Pepsi Fire and Pepsi Ice.
I don't remember those.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the country of origin. It might not have been released in the United States.
Okay, so these could be Madagascar and
yes, it
sodas.
could. These might not have been even released here.
Fantastic.
But Pepsi Fire basically tasted like it was dark red and tasted like Pepsi with cinnamon gum in it. So, like, if you had Pepsi and it was dark red, and you dumped a pack of, say, Dentine in it.
Lovely.
Classic Dentine, not Dentine Ice.
Mm-hmm.
That's the delicious taste of Pepsi Fire.
It's like liquid Red Hot.
But if, say, all you got is a thing of Chiclets, the white ones,
and
you dump those into a thing of Pepsi and color it blue, Pepsi Ice.
How do these sodas not take off?
For some reason, people didn't like the taste of cinnamon or mint in their Pepsi Cola.
Apparently somebody's...
What's going on?
Sean in D.C., go ahead.
What you got, Sean?
Fucking sucks. This is a Letterman ripoff.
Yes.
Did Letterman do the sodas?
It top 10.
Oh.
He's done the soda thing before.
I didn't realize somebody else had done a top 10 list before.
Yes, Sam. I'm sorry to tell you that other people have done a top 10 list.
Coming in at number 9, baby, is Orbits. I don't know how many of you... I'm getting a thumbs up from Travis over there. Travis remembers the Orbits. The Orbits, it was a more luxury soda. Do you have anything you want to say about them?
Orbits had little candies in them. I remember drinking it in high school. It was delicious.
It was. You didn't know how they got there. They were in glass bottles, you know what I mean? And they had little gelatin balls that were just like distilled inside the soda. So if you looked at it, you thought it would be a gel, but it's a liquid.
Ew.
And it's Orbits, baby.
And
it's coming in at number 9.
I remember somebody at college, because that's what college people do. They emptied out all the liquid from Orbits and made a bottle of sheer Orbit candy balls and ate those.
Goddamn genius.
Yeah.
How was it?
I think it was awesome.
I don't know why they never marketed Orbits. I think those are what they're actually called, little Orbits.
Mm-hmm.
Should we go for number 8?
Well, I don't... Yes,
Coming in at number 8 is Faygo chocolate soda. I don't know if you know... Are you familiar with Faygo? Do we have anybody out there familiar with Faygo?
I think you're mispronouncing it.
No, Faygo.
Faygo.
F-A-Y-G-O. I know Butch Ab Brock, I'll bet, is familiar with Faygo because he loves the Insane Clown Posse. And the Insane Clown Posse love Faygo. It's a Midwest sort of supermarket brand.
I can't read lips very well, but I think Butch is saying rock on Faygo.
Rock on Faygo and rock on Insane Clown Posse is what he's saying. It's a very popular store brand, but only in that section of the country. If you can find Mr. Pibb easily, you can find Faygo. However, they made a chocolate soda, and it didn't take off. It is not in production anymore, and that's why it comes in at number 8.
Thanks, man. Dude, you're not going to do number 7 next.
I'm going to do numbers 7 through 5.
What the fuck?
Because you may not remember this.
It's just I let him into it.
But 7 through 5 is Pepsi's Wild Bunch.
So, okay.
Basically, this was in 1991, if we can remember back that far.
Why do you do this to me?
I know. I miss it, too. Pepsi decided to unleash 3 new flavors in one box. So the box looks like it's made of wood, and it says, like, handle with care and fresh from the tropics on it. And basically the premise is you've got some new Pepsi flavors that are tropical, and they're coming in from, like, maybe a deserted island somewhere. Very fun concept. Coming in, and this is in no particular order, so I guess you'd say 7 would be Strawberry Burst Pepsi, which is one of the Wild Bunch. You get all 3 flavors in one box. Strawberry Burst Pepsi, it's Pepsi, but it's got a kick of strawberry in it, not cherry.
Get the fuck out.
Next, Raging Raspberry Pepsi.
You're full of lies.
This is not blue raspberry, so don't get confused with a different Pepsi product. This is just regular raspberry flavored Pepsi.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize they did regular raspberry in a flavor. I thought all raspberry-flavored things were blue raspberry.
You could have just been telling me you want to kill me.
Yeah, because it's shocking.
Yes, and I'm giving you that much attention that I wouldn't have noticed.
What?
It's a great list.
Finally, coming in at number 5, and this is the last of the 3 Wild Bunch Pepsis, is Tropical Chill Pepsi. Who knows, really? You know what I mean? There's a picture of a pineapple. There's a picture of a melon on the can. You can't tell what's in it, but it's some kind of punch mixed with cola.
I've learned that Pepsi's not good at making sodas unless their goal is to have them discontinued.
No, they're not good.
So that should do it for the list.
And
right?
I'll tell you why they're not good, because the Pepsi product also coming in at 4. Put that finger down, because you're not cueing anybody, baby.
I was going to cue the out. We're not done.
I handle the cues with this segment. Coming in at number 4, and I hinted with this with a little blue raspberry. Guess what it is? Can anybody guess in there? Travis? Anybody?
I don't think they're paying attention.
Pepsi Blue, of course. Come on. Tony, you ever had the Pepsi Blue out there? No, Tony's never sampled Pepsi Blue. It was called Berry Cola Fusion. And what it was blue raspberry with a cola kick to it. It wasn't blue raspberry flavored cola, but more a cola flavored blue raspberry soda. Something that the public just wasn't ready for, and I'm thinking ahead of its time. Come 2015, I'm not going to be surprised if most of our sodas have just a cola kick, but are more berry-oriented.
Well, surprisingly, people are calling in to weigh in on your list.
I'm telling you, this is the shit.
Matt from Virginia wants to talk about Faygo. What's up, Matt?
Faygo.
Hey, Faygo's the shit, man.
That's
I ain't gonna lie to you.
See, there you go.
For 89 cents, you can get a 3-liter It don't matter what flavor, whether it be root beer, diet root beer, cola, Moon Mist, which is like Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
And they got the three. You got your cream soda. My daughter's over here chiming in herself. Faygo's the shit, man.
Faygo is fantastic, and let me tell you something. The Than and Sam show, we cater to the backbone of America. The backbone of America runs on Faygo. Am I right, sir?
I hung up on him.
I don't know why.
Because I thought we were done with Faygo. Chad also wants to... I'm not sure if he's got a problem with you or one of the products you listed, but Chad from Wisconsin, you're on the Than and Sam show. You want to talk about soda.
Yeah, Sam, one thing I got to say is you nailed it. You are handling the cues. Faggot!
Hey, come on.
Yeah, but what I really want to know is how would they manufacture something on a deserted island if, in fact, it is really deserted?
Good point, and that leads me to think that maybe this was some kind of marketing ploy by Pepsi, and it wasn't actually formed on a deserted island.
What?
I think it was marketing. Should we go for number 3?
Oh, only if it gets us to the end faster.
Now, Than, you're a Mountain Dew fan, am I right?
I love Mountain Dew.
What does the name Surge do for you?
Nothing.
Because in 1997, Surge came out. It was like Mountain Dew, only a bit more extreme.
Whoa!
And it actually was the color green.
That's like Mountain Dew.
No, Mountain Dew is more of a yellow color. This was a deep green. Unmistakably green, almost like Nickelodeon's green slime, but watered down and carbonated. And it tasted great. It had a kick to it. Like Mountain Dew, only more caffeine, more extreme. It was great.
What happened to it? Why'd they cancel it? Kids were killing each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's actually correct.
That was documented?
Yeah.
Tony, I guess, has a solution for if you want to keep some of these sodas alive. Tony from Iowa, go ahead.
It seems to me that Pepsi didn't realize that you can chew gum and also drink Pepsi and basically end up with any one of their flavors.
Of course.
That's thinking outside the box, Tony.
All you need is a pack of Winter Fresh, throw that in your mouth, and take a swig of Pepsi. And why have Pepsi Ice?
All right, thanks, Tony. This is blowing my mind. All right, we're going to go to John in Indianapolis. John, what do you think about the soda Faygo?
Faygo is how it's pronounced.
Every one of your callers sucks up till now. Faygo's up for fucking queers.
Wow, so let's take some calls now. What do we think? Faygo, good or bad?
No.
What do you mean no?
I don't care if they all come in that way. I'm not putting them through.
Why? We're talking about something that finally has America talking. Faygo, baby.
Bill from New Jersey also wants to talk about soda.
It's good
Bill,
stuff, man.
Please talk about soda.
Soda talk rocks.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying.
I just want to comment. All these Pepsi flavors that you're talking about were pretty much ripped off by a Snapple soda line that was completely bombed in the early 80s to mid-90s.
Oh, you mean the Wild Bunch by Pepsi?
Yes. Snapple had a soda line that had clear cola flavor and all these wild flavors, and it completely bombed.
You'd think that Pepsi would take the hint, huh?
Yeah, Crystal Pepsi to name one.
No spoilers, please.
All right, thank you, Bill, for weighing in on soda. And this is what I do to you for bringing this list in. I have to punish you.
What do you mean?
I have to punish you by going to Struff from Full Blown AIDS, a longtime supporter of the Than and Sam
Struff
show.
rules.
Love the Than and Sam show. Are these flavors like the same flavors of candy that Sam has in his head?
Prank caller.
No, Struff, what do you mean?
Prank caller.
Well, he's got all the candy. You guys always talk about that, and it sounds like kind of the same thing. Sounds like a bogus list to me.
All right, thank you very much, Struff.
I think I've made it clear I don't have candy. Can I get to number 2 or what?
No, I hope there's more candy head jokes, because I'm going to them all night.
Number 2 soda that is not currently in production any longer.
What's that, Sam?
It's Crystal Clear Pepsi. I was a fan of Crystal Clear Pepsi, and I think it was also ahead of its time. I think what the world needs now is another Crystal Clear Cola. And what a lot of people don't know is, right before Crystal Clear Pepsi, stop punching the mic.
I want it to stop.
It doesn't sound good.
Sorry.
Right before Crystal Clear Pepsi went out of production, they added a lemon lime twist to it. So technically, Pepsi with lime that we know now was also made in Crystal Clear form for a little while. Got any calls on Crystal Clear Pepsi or?
No, I'll just give.
We only got one soda left, dude.
Yeah, well, we better make sure that everybody has everything that's ever needed to be said about discontinued soda before we get to number one.
That's what I'm saying.
Because once we get to number one, we're just busting. We have an hour left in the show. We might as well just play music.
No, we're doing soda talk.
Okay. Well, apparently there's good news. Sam, Nick in Brooklyn, go ahead.
Yo, what's going on, guys? You guys talking about Surge. I used to drink that all the time, and then they put it out. But I was searching for it. You could get it in Norway, but it's called Urge.
Can you get that online?
No, but if you go to Norway, which I know is a crazy trip, you can get it there.
But if you could get Surge there, I'd say it's worth going to Norway for.
I was thinking about it, but I'm too broke.
I got you, buddy.
All right, thank you, Nick. That's good to know.
You need money if you want to get some Surge, because otherwise you can't have any.
That's like the people that buy cigarettes online to get a sweet deal. Dude, I have this hookup in Norway.
Yeah.
It says Urge, but it's Surge. Believe me.
Yeah. Swear to God, dude, same thing.
Sean in D.C., weigh in on soda.
Yeah, I love the Crystal Pepsi. They've got 4 cases of it. I always buy this shit on eBay when I can.
You lucky son of a bitch. You crafty son of a gun, dude.
Yeah.
My hat goes off to
lots
you.
of shit. I could ship you a case. Special occasion, I could take a fucking bottle and stuff it in my asshole.
That's what okay.
Go on.
That goes beyond soda talk. That's not...
Yeah, some people have, like, cases of Dom Perignon in their basement. He has Crystal Pepsi for every New Year's, thank God.
I got 4 cases of chocolate Faygo for New Year's.
Did somebody say Faygo?
Yeah.
Great. Here's Magnus in Iowa. Go ahead.
Dude, that other caller calling about Faygo is an idiot, man.
I agree.
Faygo kicks ass.
I agree.
And I'd just like to say, send your mama straight up to the stove. Tell that bitch to bring home a Faygo. Just kidding.
That's not the actual...
Yeah, but it'd be a good marketing ploy. Let's get the youth behind this one. Let's get some hip-hop guys, some rap guy men to come out and say, get some Faygo.
Okay, let's go to...
Tell that bitch to bring home some Faygo.
Let's go to Tom in Texas, weighing in on carbonated beverages.
Soda.
Go ahead, Tom.
Hey, I just want to let you know that, fucking Vault is Surge, right? Isn't that the same drink?
That is very similar. I don't know if Vault is the same hue of green, though.
Oh, that's true. The color is different. But the taste, maybe we should get people to weigh in on that.
Yeah, Vault versus Surge versus Mellow Yellow.
All right.
Mellow Yellow, yeah, bring it back.
You got it.
Thank you, Tom, for not letting this discussion stop. Because God forbid.
I still got number one waiting.
Does Justin have number one?
No.
Well,
I don't know about this.
Justin in Wyoming, go ahead.
Hey, how you guys doing? Love you guys. Love the show.
Thank you very much.
Hey, do you guys remember the old Super Mario Brothers sodas they had in like the early '90s? They're like half-size cans.
I don't remember Super Mario Brothers soda.
They had, and every it was like this huge thing. I don't know. I liked it, but
it's fantastic.
On the bottom of the cans, it had you could win like an entire case or a trip or something like that. But
was it like? Was it a certain number of coins, like the Mario game, if on your can or something, to win stuff?
Exactly. If you got if there was a mushroom on the bottom, you got an extra life.
That's awesome.
Thank you very much, Justin.
I remember when I was a little kid. I was over in England when the Ghostbusters movie came out, and I loved the Ghostbusters. And one of their fast food chains had a promotion that was giving away ghosts in a can, and I was like, "Oh, that's the coolest thing!" And it was just a tiny little soda can, and you're supposed to open it up, and a ghost came out. And what you do is you just open it up, and it's just pressured air, so a poof of air comes out. It just goes, poof, and like a cloud of air, like a little smoke cloud comes up. I was so bummed out when I opened mine at the restaurant, because I'm like, I'm never going to get to do that again.
Nope.
It's kind of like soda, because it's a soda can, but it's air instead of actual soda.
You are going to insist upon finishing this list, right?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm glad, because here's Jim in Virginia with a joke about Sam's body makeup. Go ahead, Jim.
Wait a minute.
Well, hey there. I just wanted to say that Sam's head is full of fago.
Prank call. It's pronounced Fago.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. I thought he said something else. I thought he said love the show.
No, he said something much, much different.
Chucky from FBA. Go ahead. You're on Than Sam.
I love the show and love you guys. But Sam wants to know, instead of what, do you have Fago going through your system?
I have Fago. That's what I'm talking about. Fago is the red, white, and blue of this country, and that is what's running through my veins, baby.
Well, I think this is the moment we've all been waiting for.
No instant replay for a drum roll machine, so that's what you're going to get.
All right.
The number one discontinued soda is Coke 2! After the Coke Pepsi Taste Test ad campaign, Coke reinvented their formula and came out with Coke 2. It was a sweeter thing, was Coke 2. But after outrage from people who had been Coca-Cola customers for years and years and years, they brought back what we now know as Coca-Cola Classic. So Coke 2 is the number one of all discontinued sodas. Better than any of the Pepsi or Surge or even Orbits, which I still think they should make, but...
Rick in El Paso, go ahead. You're talking to Than and Sam.
Don't.
Rick, go ahead.
Rick, don't bring down the energy.
Oh, you're fired. He had a good suggestion, which was to get off soda. Unfortunately, the phones are lit with people that want to talk about it.
What else are you going to talk about, baby? It's the radio.
Mac in Georgia, go ahead.
What up? You guys know that Grape Faygo is so badass that they sell it in Hot Topic. It's on the shelf next to the fucking emo T-shirts.
I'm telling you, baby, how much tougher do you get than Hot Topic? Not much.
All right, thanks, man.
Sarcasm involved in that.
Really? You can get a bottle of strawberry Faygo. I've seen it at Hot Topic when I go shopping for pants, and sometimes I need a couple extra zippers on my pant legs. And yeah, so that's where you can get Faygo across this great country of ours. But, yeah, I don't know what that guy's talking about as far as sarcasm goes.
Salvador in Ohio apparently still wants to talk about Faygo.
What we got, Salvador?
Hey, how you doing, man? I'll tell you what, I just got my XM radio today, and I found your show. I can't believe people were saying shit on the radio. This was great. But what about Jolt? You remember Jolt?
Oh, well, Jolt is actually still in production, just in limited production, but it's still around.
Not on here, but you know what? Faygo, why not? You know, half price, same taste as anything else for half the price. That's
even maybe a little better tasting.
What's that?
Maybe a little better tasting. Certainly more variety.
Yeah, the root beer and the orange are my two favorites, man.
Yeah.
They rock.
I like the chocolate one, but I'm just nostalgic.
All right, thanks. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Salvador.
He probably had something good.
Yeah, or was talking about soda. Yeah. All right, well, I think that wraps up. Please do the thing with your hand.
Well, Than, that's it for this week's Sam's Top 10 List.
Will your dream girl will always care? Will your dream girl
all right.
will never leave you? No.
All right, it's back to my cues now. You just sung my name?
No, I said there, not Than.
Oh, I thought that was very sweet of you.
A little flavor put onto it. That's probably why you got confused.
Well, the reviews keep coming in on the Than and Sam show in general. Let's get to Colt in West Virginia. Go ahead.
Man, number one, Faygo the poop. I don't care who you are or where you're from, Faygo's good. And you can actually still get Diet Chocolate Faygo, which tastes like Diet Asshole. Anyway, I was going to say
Tony, you might want to invest in that because you're big and fat and you eat asshole.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Tony, you don't eat asshole, do you?
I eat asshole.
I guess you do. Go ahead. Colt.
Also, I wanted to say that you guys are fucking making me chuckle, man. I got out my car and rushed into the house to keep hearing the show, dude. You guys kick ass.
Thank you very much, Colt.
Thank you very much for probably the most tepid review of the evening. We make him chuckle.
I like that.
He's like, I'm committing suicide and haven't yet done it. We haven't brought him back, but he's not actually committed to it.
He'll probably stick around for the Faygo.
Yeah. Did you want to talk to somebody, Sam? I didn't know if we're done with the soda thing. I think because we heard the music, we should move on.
That's the end of the bit.
Okay, phew. I guess there is a Jesus.
Unless you want to play the song again.
No, that's all right. We're going to take a break.
Love that song.
I don't know how we're going to be able to top the
I got some stuff.
That's what I'm concerned about. It's the Than and Sam program.
The Than and Sam Show. XM 202. The Than and Sam Show.
are back with the Than and Sam Show.
Oh, yeah.
Coming at you. Did I just say that? Very early on a Sunday morning.
11 past the hour.
Although that's too depressing. It's still Saturday night if you want to think of it. You're still having fun. And
more like 6 past the hour.
Drinking, but not driving, which we have to say or else we get yelled at.
And if you're underage, you really should be in bed already.
Mm-hmm. I think we haven't heard from somebody who's very important. I mean, we've heard briefly from him.
I eat asshole.
But we want to hear a little more from him.
I agree.
If we could get him torn away from... I hate to interrupt your texting, Tony, which is who we're bringing in. Let's hear our favorite theme music for our favorite young man. It's Tony the Intern.
I miss it. There's nothing. Just see them lumber in here with that playing. Just
what
got
up,
me.
yo?
There was nothing that you missed. I was laughing at.
Okay.
You just lumbered in here, and that music was playing, and I've never seen anything funnier in my entire life.
Oh, man.
You rule, Tony. You're my favorite person on the planet Earth. How you feel, buddy?
I appreciate that, but under the pretense that you're laughing at me, I don't know if I could. I don't
laughing
know
with you. Laughing with you.
Not at me? Thank you.
Just a quick one of these background on Tony. He's an intern for the Opie and Anthony show.
By the way, it's going to be my year anniversary in 3 weeks.
You haven't done shit.
Oh, my God.
But it's going to be my year anniversary, so I'm hoping for a little party or something.
I realized it was time to give up on asking Tony to do actual work for the show when I looked one day over the summer and saw it was a busy day. We were all scurrying around trying to get show prep, and Tony is by the microwave making a tomato salad for the staff. It's like 9:30 in the morning.
A fucking tomato sandwich. Listen, my old man, we have a nice garden. We make nice tomatoes every summer. I brought it in. Me and Mars made a nice tomato salad for everybody.
Yeah.
I brought in the basil, the tomatoes.
Yes, you did.
From the garden. We made a nice tomato salad for everybody.
We do a radio show.
Yeah, but everybody wants to eat. You guys want to eat. It was a great tomato salad.
Yes, and Tony, I want to thank you for this wonderful scarf you've made me. You look quite handsome in it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Everything but a radio show is what he's working on here.
Come on. Guys, give me a little props. I bet a year in. A little bit.
You've done fantastic.
Thank you.
I haven't seen one intern outshine you.
I'll tell you what, though. If anybody else has been here a year between Than and Sam's butchering, I'm just happy I lasted a year. I'll tell you that. The way these two animals go at you.
Oh, you're too much.
Tony, we hope also that you have taken from our advice on previous shows to lay off the sauce.
No, I haven't. I haven't had anything tonight. I've been drinking. Actually, I had 2 bottles of Surge, if you could believe it.
Surge, are you doing a callback?
Yeah.
You didn't have Surge. It's out of production.
No, I did have Surge.
Where'd you get it from?
The deli downstairs.
They didn't have Surge down there. That was Mountain Dew.
Why do you lie?
I had 2 bottles of Surge.
You got a bottle of Diet Coke in front of you.
Tony, stick to the truth.
I eat asshole.
See, it's much simpler, and nobody gets hurt.
You should try some of that Diet Chocolate Faygo.
This is Diet Coke?
Than.
Yes.
What do you say we do some talking?
That's much better. Hey, did you actually end up getting a piece of music for this?
No.
All right.
If you want, we can play the Dreamgirls thing again.
I don't.
You sure?
Yes.
Let's do a new segment. It's called Than and Sam Go to the Movies. And
discuss
about it.
The movies. Was I supposed to say something? I forgot.
Let's talk about the movies.
You got it. Well, it's not even... Well, it is kind of news. A movie that a lot of people are talking about.
At least were.
Yes. They weren't talking about going to see it. Apparently, they were just talking about it.
Yeah.
Was Grindhouse.
Yes. Grindhouse, directed by Quentin Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez, came out last weekend. It's a double feature, and it's sort of trying to recapture the genre of Grindhouse film that became somewhat prevalent in the 70s when certain filmmakers wanted to make films but didn't have the budget to cast A-list celebrities, so they had to instead sort of do shocking things and exploitative things in their films that made people want to see it, like a monster of a car crash scene or really gory stuff. And, then they cut back on the quality of film and the theaters they were at. And just sort of made for a very fun movie-going experience for the people who were into that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, and quite surprisingly, I'll say, it did terribly at the box office.
Yes. The first weekend it made something said...
like 11-point-something million bucks, if I remember right.
Yes.
Did both of you guys see this movie?
Oh, yeah.
That's why we're going to talk about it.
Did you see it, Tony?
No, but I'm asking you because I didn't see it. Both of you guys saw this movie, and both of you guys think it's a great movie? Is that what you're saying now?
Well, we haven't...
We're going to get into our opinions.
All right.
I'm not trying to make you feel bad, Tony.
No,
but
I'm just saying. I'm asking you because you guys both saw it. You're obviously...
We have this whole thing planned out.
Okay. I don't know why I came in here, I guess.
No, we want to hear your opinion.
I guess I'm wrong. I don't know.
We want to hear your opinion on various things besides where we're going with the radio show.
Okay.
That's all.
He's just trying to help us move the conversation along, I think is what he's doing.
I appreciate it. You're impatient, man. You look at him get hurt.
No, I'm not hurt. I'm just, I'm asking, that's all. If you guys saw it. I know you guys saw it. I haven't seen it, so, I was asking.
Otherwise, the segment would be Than or Sam goes to the movies and then talks about it. But with the conjunction and.
So it's two separate films. It's Planet Terror, which is directed by Rodriguez.
Yes.
And it's Death Proof, directed by Quentin Tarantino.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Than? Give me your opinion.
I enjoyed Planet Terror. Rabbit. It's late. Robert Rodriguez.
I think it's Rabbit Rodriguez.
Not Tarantino's movie. Much more than Tarantino's movie Death Proof.
See, that's the thing. I heard you and Travis saw the movie before me, and Travis, you agree with Than on this one, correct?
100%.
You both liked Planet Terror a lot better, and actually going into it, I was expecting to like Planet Terror a lot better myself, because as far as filmmakers go, I like Robert Rodriguez a lot better than Quentin Tarantino, and as far as the way they looked in the trailers, I thought that Planet Terror just had a cooler look to it.
Yes. Travis is giving us a little Planet Terror theme music.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I like it.
Adds to the bit.
But I got to the movies and was quite disappointed in Planet Terror.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe my expectations were too high because although I wasn't born in the 70s, so I wasn't there. You know what I mean? I'm a student of the grindhouse genre. You know,
you studied film and stuff.
I went to film school for a little while, and I mean, I just am really into the old grindhouse movies, and found them all on DVD and all that stuff. So I've been exposed to them in other ways, and kind of did reading and stuff as to what they were all about. To me, I didn't want to, but I like Quentin Tarantino's movies significantly better than Rodriguez's movie.
I'm sorry, Tarantino. I do like his previous work very much. It's very easy to say that you like Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
And then people start to vary but everybody likes those movies. And I finally got now I know why people get annoyed with Tarantino movie thing.
Yeah. See, for me, I thought Planet Terror was really sort of very intentional. Like, I got really distracted because it seemed like some of the effects, like the film aging and the sort of cheesy dialogue put in for that purpose and the missing reel of film, and it bothered me in Quentin Tarantino's movie too, but especially in Rodriguez's movie, made me like sit there and realize as I'm watching, okay, he's doing that to make me think it's Grindhouse. Because when a movie's made, you have to get lost in the world that the movie takes place in, usually. Grindhouse was a unique thing because I think that the purpose of that was to make the audience get lost in a world that existed outside the film because it was a whole package. So you were supposed to be in a world where Grindhouse movies still exist because they weren't supposed to take place in the 70s. So you were supposed to be living in a world where you would go to a movie, see a double feature Grindhouse movie with some trailers in between.
Yes.
That's what the effect that they wanted. Not that you fell into this world of Planet Terror, but fell into this world where Planet Terror as a film existed.
Okay. And by the way, I kind of need to talk about some of the finer points of the movie. If you haven't seen it, apparently you're not going to, because it's it's been out a week, and maybe you're just waiting for the DVD. So bear that in mind. I'm not going to ruin everything, but there's certain things that drove me nuts about Tarantino's movie. Like the dialogue thing finally got to me. Like in Pulp Fiction, I love the scenes where they're talking about nothing, but that whole shtick that Tarantino's pretty much known for. Mostly because it was interesting to see two guys have a very pedantic, very mundane conversation before doing something horrific, like going into to shoot the people.
Yeah,
it sounds like Schwarzenegger. Shoot the people. Thank you for adding, Tony. You didn't quite get all the way off mic, just so you know, with that burp.
I'm sorry.
You could get back on mic when you're apologizing.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Words good, gas bad. Just remember that. Keep that in your head. The scene where the group of young women is discussing what they're going to do involving the car they're trying to get. I hope that, walks the line so people know what I'm talking about, if you know what I'm talking about. I wanted to... Travis was sitting next to me. I wanted to do something violent to him. And because...
In a sexual way? Could be or could not be.
As a bonus, maybe.
Right. Boner.
But there was nothing happening. Like, nothing... And it wasn't interesting that nothing was happening. It was boring. However, my movie-going experience might have been tainted by the large, heavy-set, bearded gentleman next to me.
Tony?
No. He wasn't there, but was sighing every time I was getting annoyed.
No, that's just heavy breathing.
Yeah. I would probably call the usher if I heard that.
I don't blame it.
But every time the scene wasn't going somewhere, it's a 20-minute long scene when they're just sitting out in the lawn trying to figure out, and it's the whole thing is he's trying to tease what they call surfing the car, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it takes them 20 minutes to decide nothing. And every time nothing happened, which is every 5 seconds, I had a big fat guy go next to me. And the worst part was he was doing it just to make me notice that he was upset. Like he was dying for attention.
Yeah.
I had to shush somebody at a private screening, that only...
Yeah, you went to a media screening.
Yeah, only press were supposed to go in. I saw the guy from the local media morning show on Fox with a lovely African-American woman. And I saw Dee Snider.
Dee Snider was there?
Dee Snider had the decency to keep his mouth shut. But Fatso next to me had to be... And then I gave him shit on this is a digression, but whatever. I was like, because I guess Travis was getting sick of me telling him that I was mad at the other guy. So he's like, could you say something? And I said, sir, could you be quiet? Could you just keep it to yourself?
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, sorry. And then Tarantino wrote something funny, miraculously, and the theater laughed. And he goes to me, well, people can express their approval, I guess, and not their disapproval.
Oh, jeez, and now you're getting into an argument with this guy while the movie's on.
Yes.
Like, I want to talk to you right now.
So, unfortunately, Tarantino did not have a very good environment for me to give an objective review. Tony, do you have something to add to this discussion?
What I was going to say is, Tony, I know you haven't seen the movie, but in terms of, escaping into a world within a film or suspension of disbelief, where are you on that?
I saw Kurt Russell walking down 57th Street 3 weeks ago. And all I could say is I seen him from the other side of the street. He was walking. I am not gay. He was probably the most handsome man I've seen walking down the streets of New York. Golden tan. A block and a half away I spotted it. He had a golden tan from a block and a half away. Walking. He only had one guy. He didn't have no entourage. One guy walking down with him when I was going down the subway. He looked fabulous. And as far as I'm concerned, I would go see the movie just on that. The only other guy I've seen who looked that stunning was a guy who played Peterman from Seinfeld. He's like 6'7", strapping man. And I seen him on the streets of New York, and he looked almost as good as Kurt Russell. But Kurt Russell looked like $1 million walking down the street.
Yeah, for me, because I have appreciation for Grindhouse movies.
Yeah.
that's what happened in those movies. Like, you'd have scenes with nothing going on. And they're just filler. Like when somebody would write a Grindhouse movie, or they would know what they're doing. You know what I mean? It's just an exploitation movie. But you can't have an hour and a half of cool stuff happening. So
I disagree. So
what do you do for 45 minutes? You just throw shit in.
Well, and I think normally I would. Okay, I don't know much about. I just went to Grindhouse knowing that's something that used to be. What I read on the internet or whatever. Just a quick thing I want to say. If you want to weigh in on this discussion, call in 866-YOW-19-OX. That's YOW-19-OX.
Yeah.
We got a couple people that want to talk about it. We'll get to them in just a sec.
Mm-hmm.
But the Planet Terror... Oh, okay. First, the Death Proof. What'd you just say about it?
I said that you're just throwing shit in.
Okay.
Because you need filler.
And that's fine. But talk about taking you out of the world. I mean, when you see that in a Tarantino movie, you know that's because it's a Tarantino movie.
And I think that's where the divide lies. Because I think that people don't go to those movies expecting to be taken into a world of a Grindhouse theater, but to be taken into the world of the film itself. So when you see a movie with just filler there, it takes you out. Whereas for me, because there was just filler there, it actually brought me more in. Like, I know this scene has nothing to do with anything. It's stupid, and there's no reason for it to be there. That's what I'm looking for. And I think that that's also where the problem of the whole film lies, that you're expecting a lot out of the audience. You know what I mean? To know all this stuff. Like, Tony, where are you on Grindhouse movies as a genre?
I love it.
Yeah, what do you like about it?
I love the part where in the middle it's a little breakup. You get the little previews. I heard the previews were one of the best parts of the movies.
Yep.
And I guess you guys can comment on them. I heard that in a couple of those.
We got the green light, Sam, to comment.
They might think about making those movies, which is a whole other topic.
I got to tell you something, Tony. That movie made $11 million. Nobody is thinking about making those movies.
What was the movie that beat that? It was some garbage fucking movie, right?
Several.
Blades of Glory.
Are we done yet?
Are we done yet?
Blades of Glory. What was the one that came out the same week?
Are we done yet?
Yeah.
With Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
What do you think about Are We Done Yet?
I have not even seen a fucking preview for that movie.
No?
What is it, like he's driving in a fucking RV or something? Well, what's the deal with that?
No, you're thinking of the movie RV.
With Robin Williams?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one, too.
Let's, Oh, and the other thing that took me totally out was Tarantino. He was on the Opie and Anthony show, very much respectful.
Yeah.
But in this movie, we get it, you like feet, okay?
Yeah.
Enough.
Should we get into Tarantino? Because I'm about to, and I'm
Let's
about to
hear,
open a whole new cookie jar.
Melissa in El Paso wants to talk about the movie. You're on the Than Sam Show.
Hi, this is Melissa in El Paso.
What's up?
And I saw Grindhouse last week, and the Rodriguez movie was very entertaining. The Tarantino, however, it wasn't typical of a Tarantino film, I know, and it gave the woman's view of dialogue, but there weren't any lines that really stuck out and stayed with me like other Tarantino films. I can't remember, a significant line from that dialogue.
Well, I mean, that's the point. You shouldn't remember any dialogue from Death Proof. What you should remember is the kick-ass car shit that was going on.
Oh, I agree. The movie theater I went to, everybody went ape shit for it, and it was fantastic.
Are you Spanish?
But, I'm sorry?
Are you Spanish?
I'm Hispanic, yeah.
Ooh, Tony wanted to know.
Can I ask you?
Oh, really?
Can I ask you a question real quick? Is that all right?
Sure, that's fine.
How big are your mud flaps?
My mud flaps?
Yes. How are they big or no?
Are those my fun bags?
No.
As you call it? The dunk in the back?
No. I'm talking about your mud flaps. Your mud flaps is what's protecting what the really important things are that are inside.
Oh.
Ooh.
How big are they?
Yeah. Like, you talking, Sacagawea size, coins? Or are we talking, dimes? Because that's sexy to me.
Is it?
I would like, I'll tell you what I would like to do. I would like to go down to, where are you from, New Mexico? Is that where you're from?
I'm from El Paso, Texas.
Alamo. I'd like to go down to the Alamo. I'd like you to I would like you to put you on a table like you're at a dog show. And I eat asshole.
All right. Thank you very much, Melissa.
Wow. We got? Yeah.
Mike in South Plainfield. Go ahead, buddy.
Yes.
Jersey.
Yes, Jersey, baby.
Attaboy.
Sam, your head is full of candy.
It's not true.
I have a flat tire. What do I do?
Call your dad.
That's call 911?
Whichever. Yeah, your dad's not around.
Yeah, well, no, Quentin Tarantino's version I thought was very good. The dialogue was awesome, and the car chase scene was probably one of the best things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was, and that's what I'm looking for. I mean, Quentin Tarantino's movie reminded me a lot in the way it looked and the way it felt and the way it moved of a movie like Faster Pussycat Kill Kill and other Russ Myers movies. I stayed for the whole credits, and believe it or not, Russ Myers is in the special thanks of Quentin Tarantino's movie. So, I mean, you know who he was influenced by, and that is legitimate. Like, to me, Rodriguez's movie was more like a B horror movie, which is not a Grindhouse movie. It's a B movie. It's like an 80s thing. You know what I mean? Like They Live.
Yes.
Like it's an 80s thing. And Grindhouse wasn't around in the 80s. It was around in the 70s. Like, I think he was a little off with that one.
But it could still be considered a Grindhouse movie in terms of the spirit of it. It sort of like the cheesy special effects and like the over-the-top.
But that was another thing. The special effects weren't that cheesy. They were actually kind of good.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, a lot of the stunts were actually pretty good. And so I'm sitting there and I'm wondering to myself, if they can afford and have the budget and the technology to have the stunts look like this and the special effects look like this and to make her leg look like this and what's his name does a backflip off the wall and all this stuff, Freddie Rodriguez, then why does the film all chopped up? If they have the technology for this, why don't they have the technology for that?
Yeah, I mean, you guys, you're talking about 20, 30 years. He's trying to flip it back, go old school. So, I mean, I assume he thinks he's trying to wash all that shit out the window and just try to bring you back where you know, especially because how old you are, you shouldn't even know about that Grindhouse shit.
Yeah.
Just because you're informed, you know about it.
I'm just a well-informed person.
Just guys who just come up and watch it, you know, guys and girls our age who come up watching, you know, Grindhouse.
A long clip. Brad, you're not the person I wanted to talk to. I apologize. John in Boston.
Oh, Brad, you suck.
Go ahead, buddy.
Hey, John from Boston. I just was wondering if you guys noticed, too, in the Quentin Tarantino half of the movie, like how the first half with the first set of girls and the second half with the second set of girls just seemed radically different style-wise. And radically different, like even just the quality of the film. It seemed like it was two movies, just like I said, just the Tarantino part, two movies mashed together. Like there were two death proofs, you know, and it was the first one and the sequel. It seemed very, very different. Even the dialogue seemed different. It just, I don't know if you guys picked up on that at all.
No, I'll go with you on that, and I'll agree with you. But the one thing it proved was that Mr. Tarantino does not know how to write a scene that establishes characters that doesn't take place. If you took away driving and restaurants from Quentin Tarantino, he could not write a movie. It wouldn't happen.
It was the other thing that was a stupid, I don't know, what's it called? Is it a Steadicam, the one that when they do it around the...
the Reservoir Dogs shot that they did?
Around the table thing, where there's not a cut for 10 minutes. I mean, yes, it's impressive that you write dialogue that can be timed out so nicely to each person facing the camera and stuff.
But that's another thing. That's not a Grindhouse movie.
No.
Like, the Grindhouse movies were really shitty cuts, and, like, they'd be in a different outfit or something. You know what I mean? Like, the whole continuity would be completely messed up. Wait.
So you didn't like it, Tarantino fanboy?
I'm not a big Tarantino fan.
I thought you liked him.
I preferred Death Proof to Planet Terror.
I'm going to see it tomorrow.
Excellent.
Nice.
I'll let you guys know what I think.
Thank you.
Perfect. Show prep from the future. Let's go with Too Fat. You're on the Than and Sam show. Go ahead.
What's going on, fellas? All right, listen. I mean, the fans got to remember, man. Like Tarantino, he had maybe a couple of bad streak streak with his movies, but he's like, like A-Rod had a bad streak, but you got to look at his track record and remember, he's probably, because he didn't do that good on this movie, I'm thinking that he's probably going to really put his best into his next film. And I had a suggestion also for a new name for your show.
Yeah.
Grindhouse Radio. A little bit of filler, a little bit of nothing, Zoda Talk, and Old Candy had doing his thing. Love you guys.
I love you, too.
Didn't mean to step on his frunkus.
No, it's true. What do you think?
I think he can't compare A-Rod to Grindhouse, because just because A-Rod pulls his socks up this year around his knees and he hits 6 home runs in the first 5 games, he thinks he's going to be fucking Mickey Mantle. He stinks. He's awful.
Yeah.
Very good, Tony. Thank you very much. I think we pretty much exhausted that particular topic.
Before we go, though, we played some audio earlier on in the show.
Oh, yeah, we'll be getting to it after the break.
Yeah, let's get to it. Can we tease it again? Do you have it ready?
Yeah, I do. So I got to do this.
Let's go for it, baby.
I hope this is it.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday comes again.
It's the Than and Sam Show.
The Than and Sam Show on XM202, The Virus. The Than and Sam Show.
Back with the Than and Sam Show.
Tony just let me know I haven't done one of these yet, so yeah.
I'm glad I wasn't on. Yes, thanks, Tony, for pointing out that Sam has not done his catchphrase, which he's done every break.
I was smoking butts.
I'm sorry, what's up?
So I was smoking butts on the breaks. I'm sorry.
Well, we got a buddy, a fan who wants to talk to you, Mr. T from Whackbag. You're on the Than and Sam Show. Did you fall asleep?
Oh, sorry about that. I said Mr. T, not Commissioner T, Jesus Christ.
It says Mr. T.
Wait, this is the commissioner?
Yes, this is myself.
The commish?
Yeah, there he is, Tony.
Is this the commish?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Hello, Tony. How are you?
One of my favorite Whackbag members.
Just to give a quick, so everybody knows, the commish has been pretty vocal in his disapproval for Tony's appearances on the Than and Sam Show.
Oh, no.
I will give him this. He's been very positive about the Than and Sam Show. But
I have been, yes.
He has been very positive about the Than and Sam Show, but he's been very negative about your own right here.
Oh, Tony, I love you.
I read your post last week. I had about 3 weeks in a row of you smashing me, why I brought that up last time the Than and Sam Show went on. Why I said things that maybe I shouldn't have. You wrote a couple things, but I could not tell if it was sarcastic or vicious. Your words. So I'm putting the olive branch out right now. Is what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
Were those things bashing you? Those things that you weren't sure if they were sarcastic or vicious?
I'll tell you what. I don't know, because I was so furious for the first 3 posts that I said a few choice words last time I was on here. I put the olive branch out this week because I read the fucking post, and I don't know if they were horrible or good. I didn't know where you stood.
I like hearing Tony talk because I think you can actually hear his speech center shut down mid-sentence. You can actually hear it happen. So
I got to say, I'm listening to Tony talk about the Grindhouse and everything, and since he's walked into the studio, I've heard nothing but wacky gibberish coming out of this boy's mouth.
He's an idiot.
He is.
All right, so all right, we're going this way, right?
I'm not being mean to you, Tony. I love idiots.
I told you I don't know nothing about the Grindhouse. I told you I didn't see the fucking movie. How am I having gibberish about Grindhouse? I let it be known that I don't know about the Grindhouse movie. What gibberish?
I'm not saying it's about the Grindhouse movie. I'm just saying whatever you're saying happens to be gibberish, sir.
Because you have an ulterior motive in your head to call in here and bust my balls. I don't know about the Grindhouse movie. I haven't saw it.
You have no proof of it.
It's an ulterior motive, all right.
I didn't know shit about the Grindhouse.
I haven't saw the Grindhouse movie, so I said that 3 times. So what else do you have to bring to the table besides I don't know what I'm talking about the Grindhouse movie? I haven't seen it.
He admitted he hadn't seen it.
Let me tell you something, Commissioner. I seen Kurt Russell on the street, tanned up, looking good, said hi to him, and he waved back to me. That's more fucking than you know about Grindhouse, pal. What?
You said hi and he waved back to you.
Yeah, what are you doing? You're sitting in your fucking mother's basement. Which and you waved to Kurt Russell? I waved to him, he waved back. How do you like that? Put
I'm
down your
actually sitting in my apartment, sir.
All right, listen,
with
Kamish.
4 roommates and no mother.
Kamish. I'm
Yes,
just
sir.
being a little. Listen, you wrote a couple good words about me last week. I'm willing to put. I'm still gonna consider you my enemy, but I'm willing to put bygones be bygones and let you call in here. Let you call in here and give you the benefit of the doubt, not be too harsh, because you said a couple good words about me. If you accept that, I'll accept that. And then next time the Than and Sand show is hopefully before too long, and then we could have a dialect every time.
I think with Tony, a dialect.
No, he's right. He's right. We're gonna.
Tony, I do agree with you. In fact, the olive branch is accepted, and I also love having tomatoes in the garden. Do you have any?
I'll tell you what. I've seen this guy. I've seen this picture. He's got long, greasy Italian hair. I'm first generation Italian. My father's from,
right off the boat.
My father's right off the boat. Abruzzo. He's from Abruzzo, Italiano. Gegazzu fai accendan. He's from fucking the old country. So I extend the olive branch out and I accept you. I seen you. Yes. You know, I appreciate it. You know, I apologize for the words last week.
Thank you, Tony,
I love you.
and thanks for calling in, Kamish.
Yeah.
Or Mr. T.
There you go.
Tony wants to hold out the olive branch and apparently beat the Kamish with it.
Yeah,
that's a very noble gesture.
By the way,
should we go ahead and move on and say goodbye to Tony?
I think we do, only mostly because if we don't say goodbye to Tony, we can never hear his awesome theme song. Tony, thank you so much for coming in.
We're just saying goodbye. You're not thrown out because you'll be back next time.
It's a little ridiculous. I can hang. I can hear them. Get out.
Watch him leave with the music on. Just watch him. I can St. Elmo's fire. Tony is St. Elmo's fire.
St. Elmo's delicious visible ass crack at the back of those pants.
Jesus Christ. Let's get to that audio.
Okay, well, first, just because...
Oh, right.
We did kind of a hybrid show here. I assume there's Nate in Vegas. Go ahead.
Hey, buddies. Love you. Love the show.
Thanks a lot.
Just want to let you know, I just walked out of Virus Tour. I want to give you a little quick review.
How'd it go?
Phenomenal. Otto and George opened the show. They just absolutely killed it.
Excellent.
Phenomenal deal. And Rogan finished the show. And got to be honest, Norton can't finish. It's just not his style. But, sad ending. Norton's unbelievably funny. The funniest 25 minutes that I've ever been to. I've been to 6 or 7 Norton shows. Just absolutely phenomenal.
So it sounds
I'll tell you how much everyone's got to go see that show. It's the greatest.
Yep, it sounds like the boys hit it out of the park for a second year running.
All right, Nate, thank you very much for that update. Sounds like the show was great. Just to do some more housekeeping issues, as they say.
Let's keep them updated on the next virus dates that are coming up.
The very next one that's confirmed is Jones Beach on Long Island, June 16th. The Mohegan Sun Arena in Connecticut, June 30th.
On Castleville, I believe.
Yes, if you can't read. And the Tweener Center in Mansfield, Massachusetts, July 21st. Nissan Pavilion in the D.C. area, August 18th. You got the PNC Arts Center in New Jersey, August 25th, and Tweeter Center in Camden, September 15th.
Which is right by Philly.
Which is the Philly area venue. Go to Opie and Anthony.
You got it. You got it, baby.
OpieandAnthony.com for all your info. And can you go to Ticketmaster yet?
The tickets will be on sale at Ticketmaster.com. I think maybe around Monday or so.
Okay. Awesome. And there will be more venues and more dates, just they haven't been quite firmed up yet.
You got it.
So that makes me want to go to Brad and say, Brad, do you feel sufficiently updated on the virus tour?
Hey, good morning, boys. Love the show, and to go old school, you suck.
Thank you very much.
Listen, I've been listening all day. I'm a truck driver. I'm out here in Ohio. I'm struggling to get home in this severe global warming storm that we got with this snow falling.
Oh, yeah, that's coming this way.
But I had to catch a nap, and I didn't get the update. Is there a possible Buffalo show? Because I know Dirty Harry was in studio there about a month ago or so, or last month, a couple weeks ago. But anyway, he said maybe there'd be hopes for a Buffalo show, man. I'm heading home to Buffalo, and I'd love to see the boys come to the area.
Well, they haven't announced a Buffalo show yet, but they also haven't announced every show.
All right, for that ignorant wretch, the Alamo is in San Antonio, not El Paso. It's only about 700 miles off. But anyway,
all right.
I'm not going to punch out because that's a wrong show. I'm going to bail out.
Bail out.
Thank you.
Maybe he's starting a new thing.
I like it.
Bail
Thank
out.
you very much from Brad. Yeah, just stay tuned. The announcement is those dates are the ones that are confirmed, and there might be more to come.
Yeah.
Sam, what I like about you is you just bring in lots of magic. You brought in a top 10 list that set the radio waves on fire.
That's a good point. I did.
Somehow in space there was fire from the signal we sent out.
It was Pepsi fire.
Yeah. Excellent callback.
Thank you.
I don't let the lack of laugh throw you.
No, it's fantastic. I know. Trust me. I know.
Okay, and you also brought in this little piece of audio.
Yeah, let's go for it one more time.
Just by itself.
Yes.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday comes again.
Now, a lot of people are saying, who is that angelic voice? Who could that be?
I don't know. It woke up our studio audience, which is pretty good.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday comes again.
Let's let them know who it is, baby.
Should I just go to the next clip then?
Let's just go to the next clip.
And see if people can figure it out for themselves.
This is this guy's demo. This is some of the stuff he's done. So you heard that song, and then you hear this.
But if you look in their eyes, man, have you seen the fear in all those little hunksters? They realize that when I get Andre the Giant cinched up in the launch position, when I slam him through the Trump Plaza, brother,
he's got range.
From New York
down to Tampa,
Florida, the fault line is going to break off.
What?
And as Andre the Giant falls into the ocean, as my next two opponents fall to the
about
ocean
the plot from
before I
Superman.
can, so will Donald Trump and all the Hulkamaniacs. But as Donald Trump hangs on to the top of the Trump Plaza with his family under his other arm, as they sink to the bottom of the sea, thank God Donald Trump's a Hulkamaniac.
Thank God.
He'll know enough to let go of his materialistic possessions, hang on to the wife and kids, dog paddle with his life all the way to safety. But Donald, if something happens, you run out of gas, and all those little Hulkamaniacs run out of gas, just hang on to the largest back in the world. And I'll dog paddle us, backstroke all of us to safety.
Oh, and thank you, Hulk Hogan.
There you go, baby.
Wow.
What you gonna do?
The answer is Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, baby.
The owner of that angelic voice.
Is he also the owner of the largest back in the world?
What does that mean?
Now, he's talking about Donald Trump leaving his worldly possessions behind, like all his materialistic possessions.
Mm-hmm.
So to be a Hulkamaniac, you have to know that material possessions don't mean anything.
It's easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than it is for somebody with wealth to become a Hulkamaniac.
Yes.
I think
and camels ain't passing through shit.
Well,
they're huge.
And yes.
It's so hard.
Wow. No, just a cat on the television.
So, I mean, obviously Hulk Hogan wouldn't do anything for financial gain.
No.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday comes again.
Unless it's in Japan.
Oh.
Yes. That is actually a clip of Hulk Hogan on a Japanese commercial. I think he's selling something for Hitachi, if I remember correctly. But basically, the Hulkster, that's 1992, and the Hulkster is in front of clouds and a bright blue sky, and he's just singing that song over and over and over again as a Japanese voiceover is laid above it.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday comes again.
I thought he was just fucking up the Godfather quote.
No,
he's trying to do that scene with the girl trying to speak English.
No, he's
Sunday, Monday. What? That's not what he was going for?
I think he was actually trying to sell a product.
How does this sell anything?
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday comes again.
Well, what does his voice normally sound like?
Thank God Donald Trump's a Hulkamaniac.
Oh.
He'll know enough to let go of his materialistic possessions, hang on to the wife and kids, dog paddle with his life all the way to safety.
I guess there is somewhat of a difference.
Wow.
But sometimes you got to do it for the money.
Oh.
He needed the money.
He sure did. That was god-awful.
Well, I started noticing, I mentioned to you, that wrestling, pro wrestling, seems to be a cornucopia of show prep source.
Yeah, because I have never, ever, well, excuse me, since the age of 12, enjoyed wrestling.
But then I realized that maybe the reason I think that wrestling is the only place to get show prep from is because that's the only thing I watch. I just have wrestling on for hours a day.
So you legitimately enjoy wrestling beyond or including, or maybe the same thing, the goof factor?
What goof factor? It's all together, man. This wrestling is wrestling.
I mean, I get a big kick out of Hulk Hogan sounding like a dummy.
Yeah, but to get a kick out of that is not to be a wrestling fan, because you gotta, that's a...
thank God I'm not a wrestling fan.
Yeah, you're not a wrestling fan, because that's a chunk of gold.
Yes.
You gotta watch a lot of wrestling to get one of those things. I love pro wrestling. I love it.
Why?
It's fantastic, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
And I was always of the school that, when I was growing up through middle school, high school, once you get where you get to a point where you're too old for it to be cool to watch wrestling, people say it's gay. Because it's just a bunch of sweaty, you've heard the argument.
Yeah,
a bunch of sweaty men in no clothes touching each other.
Yeah.
And
that's a good argument.
I said, no, it's not. That's very stupid. It's just, that's just the hack argument. It's not gay. Unfortunately, I found a bit of audio that might prove otherwise. This is from 1985, and it's Magnum TA, who he unfortunately got into a car accident in the prime of his career, which stopped his wrestling career, but could have been. A lot of people thought he was the future of the business, and he was issuing a statement against United States heavyweight champion at the time, Tully Blanchard. This is from NWA, WCW.
All right.
Tully Blanchard, all the people of Philadelphia know all the things you've done to myself, all the things you've done to the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. But it's time for some dues to be paid, some real heavy dues. You've done some things to me that you're going to have to answer for, and Philadelphia's the place you're going to answer for. The U.S. title is very prestigious, and you and I have gone round and round over it. And when we come to Philadelphia this time, there's going to be no mistaking what's going to happen. I'm going to come on you like nobody's ever come on you before.
Wait, what?
There's not any mistaking what's going to happen. There's no way you're going to mix this one up. This one is cut right down the middle, Daddy.
No mistaking what's going to happen. I'm going to come on you like nobody's ever come on you before. I'm coming there to take you out in no uncertain terms. No
like
baby doll at your side. Nobody to run distractions for you. Just you and I in the middle of that square circle, nose to nose, eye to eyeball, getting it on like two men should do. This is professional wrestling. This isn't some game. This is where men are men and the boys stay on the side and watch what's going on.
Okay, where's the gay? I missed it.
I'm sitting there, and this is on in the background, because I'm a legitimate wrestling fan, and I subscribe to the on-demand channel.
Yep.
And I record all the stuff, and just so I can have it to watch it whenever, because that stuff expires. Like, after 3 weeks, you can't click it on demand anymore.
Oh, God.
So I record it, and I just have a binder full of discs.
There is no God.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm just sitting there, and this is on in the background, and in my subconscious somewhere, I'm thinking, did Magnum TA just say he was going to come on Tully Blanchard?
I think he did.
And then he let me know that he did, under no uncertain terms, say exactly that. He's going to take Tully Blanchard out.
Yeah. So there's one or two gay sentences in this clip.
Yeah.
In reverse order from least gay to most definitely gay.
Let's see the story he might be trying to tell.
Okay, here's the least gay.
This is professional wrestling. This isn't some game. This is where men are men and the boys stay on the side and watch what's going on.
That's a little...
Okay, that's ambiguous.
Yes.
In context, you could see that him getting away with that.
He's like, dude, you're just picking hairs.
Yeah. But it progresses.
Just you and I in the middle of that square circle, nose to nose, eye to eyeball, getting it on like two men should do.
Okay.
Now, not only is he asserting that he's going to get it on with Tully Blanchard, but it's exactly what two men should be doing.
Yes. And so it continues.
I'm coming there to take you out in no uncertain terms.
See, once you couple that with everything else, at first that's just nothing. But when you couple that with everything else, it becomes painfully obvious that Magnum TA is not interested in the title belt. Magnum TA wants to treat the United States heavyweight champion to dinner and a movie.
I'm coming there to take you out in no uncertain terms.
There's no way that you're gonna put words in his mouth.
He won't take no for an answer when he's asking out this other gentleman.
No, and he expects a nightcap.
And this clip pretty much seals the gay right into the clip. Let's
go ahead. It's indefensible.
I'm going to come on you like nobody's ever come on you before.
I don't know why he was thinking. Why would you say that? What was he thinking?
I mean, that would show somebody. I mean, dousing them in ejaculate would certainly show them who's boss.
But that's not what he meant. That's not. He's sitting there and he's trying to put together this promo, and half of it is written and half of it is improv.
I know which part that was. I don't think that was on the prompter.
Why would he? I'm sure he meant he's going to come at you.
I'm going to come on you like nobody's ever come on you before.
Oh, not only is he going to come on him, he's going to come on him like no one else before. He is going to set a whole new bar for coming on somebody.
And I can't believe this is why the WWE is fantastic. Because they put out these, on their on-demand network, they put out these local shows. Like, this was big, like back in these days in the 80s and before, wrestling was divided up into territories. So the only place you saw wrestling was on local TV.
So you know what I mean? Get away with more.
Each section of this country had their own wrestling. So Florida TV had this, and this was on local TV, and for some reason the clip has not surfaced until now that it's on-demand cable across the country, that Magnum TA is going to come on Larry Zbyszko and then take his United States gold from him, baby.
Well, Sam, I'm very excited by this new bit.
Wrestling promo of the week that could be gay.
Could be.
I'm going to come on you like nobody's ever come on you before.
I just hope we didn't blow our wad too soon.
Yes.
No pun intended.
No, there was.
There was a little pun intended that time.
Well, we can hear our music, which means it's time to wrap up the Than and Sam show.
Now, if you didn't hear any of this show and you want to download it later, go to thanandsam.com.
Yes. Just want to say thanks to O&A, and it's kind of a schizophrenic show, but it was fun. And go to openanthony.com for more Virus Tour details.
It worked because we made that shit work. That's what we do.
We came on it, didn't we?
So to speak.
Mm-hmm.
In no uncertain terms.
Cool. And thanks for everybody for coming in. Tony the Intern, Travis, very much. Butcher, Craigie Bro.
Yeah, Craig, this shitty phone screener.
And our lovely young ladies.
Yeah. Thank you to the ladies.
Oh, yeah.